the very oldest language on the face of this very earth. Chico di Cabia Mapuni, Chineke, and Son of the Wena Usiala, Nina Cosa Hansoya, Nana Jama, Nana Faros, Okonana, all the then saw no one and when I raise it, Kahara But you know what? They would like you to believe that someone like that is the cause of it. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out, which is not possible. I have come. Look what you do. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom. What happened 5 years ago. Thank you. The very oldest language on the face of this very earth. Chico di Cabia Mapuni, Chineke, and Son of the Wena Usiala, Nina Cosa Hansoya, Nana Jama, Nana Faros, Okonana, all the then saw no one and when I raise it, Kahara and you were not young. Because you will make a Biafra with your source and you were not But you know what? They would like you to believe that someone is the cause of it. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out, which is not possible. I have come. Look with you. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what happens in 5 years to come. Thank you.
So you keep on supporting evil in the zoo, the more your land will be taken from you. The more your daughters will be raped and abducted, the more your sons will be slaughtered in cold blood. And under one Nigeria, there is nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because one idiot that they groomed will rise up and say to you, oh no, it's one Nigeria, there is crime everywhere. Haven't you heard about Zamfara? Haven't you heard about Katsina? There is crime everywhere. That is not the case. The crimes you have in the north, the insecurity you have in the north is as a direct consequence of their own action. They grouped them. Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, ISIS in West Africa, Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, bandits, all of them. Who brought them to Nigeria? It's Fulani. Fulani brought them into Nigeria. Everybody brought them in. All the same government brought them in. Are you people deaf and dumb and stupid? When you come out and you pretend, oh, we are one Nigeria, go and show. Somebody was asking, where is the boundary, where would the boundary of Biafra begin? And I asked the fool, where did the boundary of Nigeria begin? People from Niger come in and go as they like. Most of these idiots are from Niger. They are building a pipeline to Niger. They are building a railway line to Niger. They are building roads to Niger. Whereas where the money comes from, which is Biafra land, we don't have those infrastructure. No, we don't. But you're taking our money. You come to Onadi, you come to Ebeba, you come to Agulere, you come to Ebo, you take our resources, sell it, get the money, and now you're building a way to Niger, and you want me to be happy with you. Clap for your Nigeria. One Nigeria. I think you are insane. You come to my land, you take our oil, you take our gas, you take our manpower, you take everything, our VAT, our tax, and pay. You are now building a road from Katsina to Niger. Airport. Refinery. You take oil from my land, you take it to Niger, you refine it, you bring it back to me as a refined petroleum. And you're telling me that country is viable. You're telling me that Nigeria should be supported. You are in one Nigeria. You are not going anywhere and you're dying every day. Because those that they appointed to speak for you, they gave them money so that they will come out. Pages of the newspaper to give the world giving the impression that everything is okay. When things and see the contradictions in it. Nigeria is not working, we are marginalized. And then you come back to say These are the useless intellectuals that you have. On one hand, you say Nigeria is not working. You're marginalized. You're being discriminated against. You're suffering. They're killing you everywhere. And you come back to the same place and say Nigeria must be one. Had Nigerians gotten together to say they want to be part of this useless contraption, that's entirely their business. I mean, Democrats have subscribed to it. But have you asked yourself this question? Why is it that all those asking you to remain in one Nigeria has something to gain from Nigeria, or they have benefited in the past? Nothing more, nothing less. I saw the letter that Mazi Kanu to President Biden. In it, Abubakar said, come and help us fight terrorism in order to ensure that there will be no regional destabilization. That is their game plan at the U.S. State Department for very many years, until we stepped in. They keep plotting out these lies. Once Nigeria breaks up, there will be destabilization in the entire region. I say that because you don't understand African history. Most of these people are not taking it. When I say it, they say I'm insulting them. No, I'm not insulting you. Most of them are taking it. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. We always go back to our village where we are born, where our umbilical cord, our long, where it was buried. That's where we come from. That is why every Christmas, Easter, New Year festival, or August meeting, you see us migrating back to where we come from. And I keep saying these things to Africans, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. Everywhere in Africa during Christmas, if you like, be in South Africa, if you like, let it be in Kenya, you let it be in Rwanda, everybody from the capital goes to the village. If you go to Accra, the same thing happens. This past Christmas, if you like, go to Cotonou.
Of David from the book of Psalm, chapter 7. And I will pray in English because a lot of people are listening all over the world. I mean, a lot. Millions are listening all over the world. And I want them to follow our proceedings this very evening. Very, very critical, very, very important that we do so. O Lord, my God, the creator of the heavens and the earth, we take refuge in you. Save and deliver us from all that pursue us. Because if you look away from us, they will tear us apart like a lion and rip us to pieces with no one to rescue us. Because the world is against Biafra for no reason. We are hated, we are despised for no discernible reason. Only thee, O Lord God Almighty in heaven, is our Savior, not man. You must come to our rescue because you are our Lord and you are our God. If we have done this, if I have done anything, if there is guilt on my hands, if I have repaid anybody, be it friend or an adversary, with evil or without cause, have done wrong to any man or woman, then let the Fulani Janjaweed pursue and overtake me. Let them trample down my life to the ground and make me sleep in the dust. Arise, O Elohim, Adonai El Shaddai, in your anger, rise up against the rage of the Fulani Janjaweed Caliphate and the Zoological Republic. You will rise and you will fight for your children. You will awake, O Heavenly Father, Lord God Almighty, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the owner of the universe, for you must decree justice. Let your children and all men and of goodwill gather around you while you sit on top of your throne in the highest of the heavens, the habitation that only thee can ever occupy. Only you, O Heavenly Father, will judge the people. You will vindicate me O Lord, you will vindicate IPOB. You will vindicate your children of Biafra according to our righteousness, according to our integrity. O Most High, bring an end to the violence of the wicked. Bring an end to Fulani Janjaweed violence in our land. Bring an end to their abductions. Bring an end to their kidnappings. Bring an end to their extrajudicial slaughter of the innocent. Bring an end to their forced conversion of Christians into Islam. Bring to an end their mediocrity. Bring to an end their senseless feudal rule. Bring to an end their evil and their deception. Come and secure the righteous, because only you, O God Almighty in heaven, can see in the dark. Only you know the hearts of men. You are our shield. We have nobody. Between 67 and 1970, the whole world ganged up and fought against your children. We did not steal anything from anybody. We did not go after anybody's possession nor inheritance. We were on our own in the land that you gave to our ancestors. They conspired, they connived, they colluded to kill us. Over 5 million people. We are dead at the end of it. You are our shield. We do not trust in any man or in any state. We trust only in thee, because you are God and you always save the upright at heart. Anybody whose heart is clean, O Heavenly Father, to those you do not abandon to their enemies. That is why you cannot abandon IPOB. That is why Biafra can never be abandoned. Because your words are yea and amen. You are God, you're not human. Facebook may have been bought over by Nigeria, and we pray that Twitter will not succumb to their threats and their violence. You are God and you are an upright and a just judge. But you are also a God that displays his wrath every blessed day. If Fulani Janjaweed do not relent in what they are doing, if the Fulani Caliphate continues to pursue this scorched earth policy of abductions and murder and mayhem, then you, O Lord God in heaven, you will sharpen your sword, you will bend and string your bow, you will prepare your deadly weapons, you will make ready your flaming arrows. Whoever is pregnant with evil conceives trouble and gives birth to disillusionment. That is what is happening in the zoo called Nigeria. Nigeria is pregnant with evil because it conceived trouble and it has now given birth to disillusionment. All the holes that the Fulani Janjaweed are digging for us into that pit, they are falling into one after the other. The trouble that they have caused will always rebound on them. Their violence will come down on their own heads. O Heavenly Father, for we shall give thee thanks always, all the days of our lives, because only thee is righteous. We shall sing songs of praise unto your holy name, O Most High. For as long as there is a child on this earth of Biafran descent and heritage, O Heavenly Father, we shall worship your name and your name alone, now and forevermore, we pray. He said, that was our prayer this evening. We are now going to proceed without further hesitation to bring to you the gospel which I have been mandated by heaven to preach to the children of men. The presentation of this program this evening by stating it unequivocally and very clearly that there are ongoing efforts by Fulani slaves in our land, propelled by the Department of State Security in Anambra State, to rubbish the gallant work that ESN is doing in defense of the Holy Land of Biafra. What transpired in Anambra State today around Ogidi can never ever happen again. And I'm issuing an instruction this evening to all our intelligence teams on the ground. I want to find out the very cult group that is responsible for robbing a bank. And they were carrying Biafran flags. I want them found and found immediately. I am making this very broadcast this evening to remind everybody. I don't want to hear that maybe Bakassi has come again, that they are now like Bakassi. If your child is involved, if your child is involved in the robbing of a bank using the sacred flag of Biafra today, you must produce him. You must produce that child. All of the idiots that I was told went for a burial. They said in a court. You must From this evening, I don't want to hear about any cult again in Biafra land. Wherever there's a cult in Biafra land, they will be dismantled from top to bottom. I don't want to hear about any cultism in Biafra land anymore. I don't want to hear about all these useless groups that these idiots are going into. And any politician that buys methamphetamine drugs for our people, for our young people, because he or she wants to convert them into his political thugs, you're a dead man walking, I assure you. A dead man walking, I assure you. You idiots cannot rubbish the work that men and women are sacrificing their lives every day in order to secure our land. You idiots cannot rubbish it. I have never sanctioned, we can never sanction any form of criminality. It can never happen. We know who our enemies are. All of you idiots today that was told that came out with your pump action guns and was shooting guns everywhere. We did not clear the road of police checkpoints, Fulani Janjaweed, just for you to become lawless. It can never happen. It can never ever happen. I assure you. We are going to find all of you. We will find all of you. All the idiots today that picked up guns, and you people were there when Fulani was ravaging everywhere. Fulani came to Ayam and killed people. You never came out. You never came out, did you? You never came out. But now you feel you have arrived, isn't it? You must excuse me because these idiots, they are attacking our lines once again. As always, they attack it. Let me send them somewhere else so they will not be able to attack what we are doing anymore. I want everybody to understand what I'm saying this evening. I want parents to understand what we are saying this evening. I need all of you to understand what we are saying. We are no longer, I repeat, we are no longer going to tolerate this garbage anymore. It can no longer happen. Never, ever, ever. It's not going to happen. I believe we have managed to rectify whatever problem or difficulties that we are having with our apps. And of course, in Biafra land, this very message is going into. We must be very, very careful. This is the same thing that the Fulani Janjaweed did, instigating boundary disputes all across Biafra land. Cross River and Ebonyi, they are fighting. Abia and Akwa Ibom, they are fighting. Everywhere there is a border fight, it is being instigated by DSS. That is their job.
And as if we knew, we sounded this alarm very, very early today. We got the intel that DSS was planning to go and rob a bank. They were planning to go and rob a bank. And this evening, they have done it. They have done it. Therefore, from today, there will be no cultism from tonight. No cultism in Biafra land anymore. If we catch you that you are in a cult, let your villagers not come and say, oh, they have come again, no, Bakassi is here. If your child is in a cult, go and rein him or her in this night. If your child is part of any cult in the whole Biafra land, go and advise your child to leave that cult tonight. ESN is in the forest protecting our land. We have not come into the town yet. Go and ask our enemies, the Fulani Janjaweed, both their army and their police, how they're finding things inside the bush. I am warning all of you. I don't want to command ESN to come out on the streets of Biafra land. They're in the forest defending all of you. I don't want to command them to come into our township. Don't allow yourselves to be used by Fulani slaves in our midst to disrupt or try to distort the message you are passing to the whole world. You want the world to say, oh, we'll not give them Biafra. Can't you see what they're doing with Biafran flag? That's what you want. That is what DSS wants you to do. Any politician, we are going to start our investigation started tonight. Before weekend, we are going to come up with the names of the sponsors of these idiots that did what they did today in Anambra State. Then you will know how formidable we are. We don't want to engage anybody or any group in our land. If you kill your brother or your relative, you're not strong. It's when you kill outsiders that you're a strong person. I want our men to focus on fighting a common enemy, which is Fulani Janjaweedism and terrorism. Don't allow us to leave the war front where we are to come to your villages looking for you. You won't find it very funny, I assure you. I don't want to hear about any cult anymore. Anybody attending any burial in any of our villages, no more guns. We cannot see you with a gun anywhere, or else you will die that same day in that very place. Always go and ask the zoo police and the army. If you see we will show you how angry we are. We are against any form of criminality. No kidnapping, no bank robberies, nothing. Men did not sacrifice their lives to clear our roads and our motorways of roadblocks. Should I say Fulani checkpoints? Extracting money. You people are the ones crying. We don't want these roadblocks. There are too much. These checkpoints everywhere. They have been cleared. Now we have cleared it. You think you can come out with a gun to be robbing banks? Without banks, you will not have a job, you idiots. Don't you know that? They are the ones that give loans to people to create businesses that employ people. You are doing cult. When Fulani came, you did not, your cultism deserted you. You did nothing. They raped our sister at Uli and cut her to pieces. You did nothing. We are going to find you people. But we will find all of you one after the other. And then you will understand how serious we are. And there are mad people everywhere. Our systems are back on full. Now, once again, we even Facebook is allowing me to try to broadcast. Of course, they will remove people as always. But we are on Instagram, please. And Instagram is very, very stable. At Mazi Nnamdi Kanu _official. Forget these fools and what they are doing. Forget Facebook and all the rest of it. It's DSS that planned the attack today on the bank. Anybody moving about with Biafran flag again, disturbing public peace in Biafra, there'll be no mercy. I'm warning all of you in advance before I say, oh, they're killing each other. I'm warning you now in advance. Nobody is allowed to carry Biafran flag, to intimidate, to harass, even to speak rudely to anybody. This very flag has the blood of over 5 million people on it. We don't play with it. If you want to fight, go and fight Fulani Janjaweed. Go and fight Fulani terrorists in the forest.
Stop harassing people, or else I will give the command for ESN to leave the bushes and come outside. And then all of you are dead, I assure you. When you drop on the zoo, you all dead. From tonight, no more cultism. We cannot suffer and remove roadblocks to make life easier for our people, only to end up creating a haven for idiots and fools to be harassing our own people that we are defending. Fulani will harass your people and torment them. You do nothing. When Fulani Janjaweed are gone, you idiots will now come out to torment your own people who have already been tormented by the Fulani. And you think I will tolerate that sort of rubbish? It can never happen. Let what happened in Anambra today be beautiful. And any state that this happens again, DSS will be in trouble in that state. DSS, I'm telling you now, anywhere you organize the type of rubbish you did today in Anambra State, you will be in trouble. No more cultism. All the politicians using some of our children, our boys, whom they place on drugs, we know the drugs they're using. Methamphetamine drugs. So they can convert them, they can become dependent on drugs, and they now use them as political thugs. Your days too are numbered. For allowing yourselves to be used by the Fulani to instigate trouble in our land as you did today, you will not be spared. I want to make it very clear tonight that whatever happened today in Anambra will never happen again, I assure you. It can't happen. Because we are going to find those responsible and they are all going to be dealt with. You know, you people are very funny sometimes. You want to try people's resolve. Sometimes you want to try to see what you can do. You are like doctors. You keep pressing to see where it's spending us, isn't it? All of you are in one almighty mess, I assure you. You are all going to be found. You will be caught, one after the other. All of you criminals attacking banks and businesses. I don't understand that type of nonsense. So, none of you feel any shame. When Fulani police and army are molesting your own people, you'll be there watching and complaining. Now Fulani police are gone, and their army, they are gone. You now want to replace them in the land of Biafra. You think that is possible? With IPOB, with ESN around, you think it is possible? We came to eradicate every form of criminality. It doesn't matter who the perpetrators are. There could be Fulani, there could be some of you idiots that claim you're in cult. From tomorrow, let's find you in a cult. Useless fools everywhere. Anywhere that businesses are being attacked, you will report it. Anywhere you see anybody doing cult, report that very individual, please. So you want us to come and face you so that Fulani can take over our land? Is that what you want? When Biafra is almost at hand? A land where you can be free, meaningfully engaged in some form of useful employment or the other. You want to go about causing nuisance. Then we'll teach you how we deal with those who are so idiotic enough to want to join politicians to ruin what we are doing. You criminals today trying to tarnish the image of IPOB and ESN, you will not go free. All politicians are hereby placed on notice that anywhere we discover any cult group in Biafra land, it will be forcibly dismantled. Or should I say, forcefully dismantled. I don't want to hear that we are entering the era of Bakassi again, because I'm warning all of you tonight. In case you don't know, what the politicians want to do is to use some of these drug addicts to claim they are ESN. Anybody who has any brain will understand that we are the children of light. We don't engage in any form of criminality. We don't. We abhor it. Because once we do, the glory and mercy of Elohim will leave us. And once God withdraws his grace from us, we are finished. It took us nearly 15 years to bring the grace of God back upon the lives of our people. People are praying morning, noon, and night. We can't allow some idiots to ruin it. It can never, ever happen. I don't want to hear when your brother or your cousin is caught doing cultism. I don't want to hear this rubbish. We are in Bakassi again because the Janjaweed papers and some of them will write glowingly your account of what happened. Whenever you go to talk your rubbish to zoo journalists, remember to start the story from the beginning. My brother was in Anambra, shot dead 2 people, and robbed a bank. Remember to start from the beginning. We can't allow this rubbish to continue. You fools, I don't know if it is Janjaweed, the Fulani that impregnated some of your mothers. I don't know why you reason as foolishly as you do. It can no longer happen. I am warning all of you tonight, especially all those criminals holding Biafran flags. But unfortunately for you, everybody knows that IPOB can never ever engage in any form of criminality. No, we don't. And I won't condone it. Never, ever, ever. Biafrans all over the world contribute the funds with which IPOB is run, and now Eastern Security Network, to secure our land. We know that banks play a very vital function in terms of generating employment by making sure that businesses are set up. We understand that very clearly. Therefore, banks, no-go area for anybody, any criminal. Businesses, you see all those people trading and doing their businesses, running their industries, no-go area. Don't go near them, or else you're finished. We are in the forest and farmlands fighting Fulani terrorists, and in the streets tormenting our people. That cannot happen. Do you want me to allow the police and the army to come back again with their stupid checkpoints, so that when they see you in Okada, if you don't pay them 15 naira, they kill you? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? I'm asking you. If you don't want that, then stop this nonsense. It must stop tonight. I am going to give you numbers to call. Anybody who is involved in cultism, if you know anybody who is involved in the mayhem today in Anambra State, I'm going to give you 2 numbers to call. Give us their names. Send their pictures to us. And then leave the rest for us to handle. Please. Very, very important. The number to call if you know anybody involved in the nonsense today in Anambra State, in the cultism that degenerated into armed robbery today in Anambra State.
I will handle freedom to the new generation. Nobody will fight. Nobody will fight for freedom again from Biafra land. That is what I'm doing. It does not matter. I said I will turn to a beast, and still Biafra will come. So if you think that you have seen half of it, no. The harder Nigeria become, the more brutal I also become to free my people. I want you to understand that now that the Biafra government has met the requirement according to the international law to be recognized as a state, that is where our lobbies now come in. So everything we are doing, you are going and presenting who you are to the people that can influence the recognition of Biafra. From the Washington, D.C., from Asia, from Europe, from Africa. You will go and show who you are. The government you are representing has a map. The government you are representing has conducted self-referendum. There are evidences everywhere of how the self-referendum is being conducted. We have recorded over 50 million votes. You can't beat that. That is what we call outsmarting the terrorist state of Nigeria. And they were taking us for a joke. Today, they are no longer taking us for a joke anymore. They are calling ICC to one man, Simon Ekpa. And they tell you, oh, the time they were touching Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why didn't they make it public? Why would they make it public? Because they thought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only person that was talking genuinely. And once they capture him, Biafra is dead. And of course, they celebrated the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Abuja, including the one some people were kneeling down thanking God in Lagos. Oh, they came every now and then to grant national interview on national TV that Biafra is dead. Let them see how they will rise up again. As that was happening, Simon Ekpa was
somewhere observing them. Ejiofor promised them he's in charge of IPOB. Where is he today? He's gone. I want you to understand, mark my word now. Once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out, IPOB is gone, dissolved, completely dissolved. Mark my word. Every person today that is fighting me on the other side will be gone. I want you to mark this day. Mark this word I'm telling you now. Every one of them will be gone. As we are approaching the December declaration of Biafra, we will continue to push for the recognition of Biafra. At the same time, getting investors ready to invest in Biafra land. And when you hear them, when you see that they are everybody, I told you people that the propaganda is going to increase. Do not think that you have seen propaganda. No, you have not seen. Propaganda is starting. Propaganda is starting. Just be prepared. Somebody like me, I am already cooked. But what about you? Just close your ear. You already know what you know. Close your ear, lock your heart. Propaganda is going to come. I told you people a few weeks ago. So if you think that what you see springing up on social media is going to end soon, my brother, you are in for a very long journey. It is actually now that the propaganda is starting, because they have seen that I am not backing down. They have seen somebody that they have never seen in their life. You know, they say that I am not an Igbo man, that Igbo people don't have the heart I have. That is why we're different. They say, oh, I'm a Fulani, I'm wicked. I have to be wicked. If you are not wicked, you can't fight Nigeria. That was why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is where he is today. I learned from him, learned from other people that failed, and I'm here to end it. After I finish with Nigeria, believe me, the people that will be in the Nigeria side will never name their child Simon. Of course, they don't even have to name their Islamic state. They don't name their children Simon. But I'm just telling you that even those who love Nigeria because of corruption and they are Christians, they will never name their child Simon. That is what is going to happen. After I finish with them, I will be here. Biafra freedom will come from diaspora. I promised them for many years, since 2021, that I will bring the Biafra freedom from diaspora. I want you to look around yourself. Is it not coming from diaspora? They thought they have locked everywhere. If you go to Nigeria, they kill you. If you do, they will challenge you. Come to Nigeria, so we'll take you serious. Come to Nigeria. Because I will not come to Nigeria. If you want to die, go and put yourself on war. I will not come to Nigeria. I will be here to fight for my people, and I will be here and free my people from Nigeria. When Queen Elizabeth was controlling you in Nigeria and doing amalgamation, was she there? Was she there? Queen Elizabeth, the same Lord Lugard, was she there? I will do like her. I will be here and free Biafra, and then I will come to unify Biafra people. After Biafra has been recognized, I will be here to fight, because freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is coming from abroad. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from the European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds, but that is the fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. Thank you very much. I will take questions.
The reason why it has become very imperative for us to activate the Biafra government in exile is because we control Biafra territory today. Now you know. We control Biafra territory. I want you to understand the reason why we insisted on the sit at home. I want you, because you know, in fact, I want to give you people expo today. I want to give you expo.
There are some things I don't want to say yet. But let me tell you that we have templates to get Biafra. We have templates. So when they tell you what is your roadmap, we have the roadmap. And let me tell you one of the most important roadmap. One of the most important roadmap of the autopilot IPOB under leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra is to unite every genuine agitating group. We have done that. Another roadmap of how to get Biafra, because there are things I will not tell you, but let me just give you some few examples. Another roadmap to get Biafra, when when they're asking you, is to bring what this different group have done, bring it together, harmonize it, push it there. Let me stop here because it is called brain game. Okay? Because IPOB cannot do everything by themselves. So there is something they are good. There are something they have other people don't have. There are something other people have that this one don't have. You see the brain there. So everybody is fighting for the same thing. So what do? Bring them together. Harmonize it. So, like I said, there are things I don't want to say. So now let me tell you. The reason why, because we have focus and our eyes is on the ball. So the reason why we insisted on sit at home, civil disobedience, is to make sure we establish the fact that we control Biafra. Are you getting the point? So one step, the most important step, is that the government of Biafra in exile control the territory of Biafra. Very, very important. Or at least control a very significant part of the Biafra territory. And we have proven that. And we continue to prove it through our civil disobedience sit-at-home order. So when we are telling you something, you listen and follow us. So when you see that we started, supporting this particular civil disobedience, sit at home, promoting it, I told you I was, that what we are trying to do is that we are training you for something that is to come. And because the reason why I want to make this thing a little bit open is for those who still think that we are joking, because it is too late now. It is late for this thing not to work out. It is late for you to fight against Biafra rising up and getting independent next day. I am telling you the fact. So if we had, if we had exposed the reason why you must, adhere to this sit at home, the government will do everything like they have been doing. They fought it. They say you are destroying Southeast. They say economy is dying. They say government is this. They say government is that. Oh, stop sit at home. You know why they are fighting the sit at home. The reason why they are fighting sit at home is not because of the economy. They never care for you. It's not because you are dying. They never care for you. These people don't like you. If they like you, they would build a hospital. If P2B like you, P2B will not put money in his bank and let it multiply. P2B would have used Anambra money to build a hospital for you. P2B will use Anambra money to build schools for you. P2B will use Anambra money to build infrastructure that will look after your welfare and your well-being. P2B will not put money in the bank to multiply. And the same thing is applicable to everybody. And today, P2B is coming out to tell you the reason you are going to vote him as a Nigeria president is because he used the money meant for the development of Anambra to support his own banking business. And because of your brain is not working, you buy that idea. So let me tell you, my people, for us to activate this Biafra government in exile, and for the government in exile to be recognized somehow, to have, to be recognized internationally, to go into diplomatic move, into treaties, you must have a considerable control over the territory of Biafra. Do you see it? So now, the government in exile being activated from 2 days ago, and we are now in one platform, means that the government in exile controls the Biafra territory. We will call sit at home, they're going to sit at home. We will call for something, it's going to happen. We'll come to have something, is going to happen. That is what I am showing you now, because what you don't know is bigger than you. Oh, man, thank you very much. Boza, boza. Very, very soon. Will come out soon. Thank you very much. Because the level of damage in the brain of these people in Nigeria is so frightening that sometimes we go overboard. We go outside the line to do something that we don't want to do. But I believe that it has become, this is what I'm doing now is not it's not going to pose any threats to what we are doing. So, but I just want to use this to tell you that the time has come. The government in exile on its own don't have, if we begin to talk about it, that, okay, government in exile, for government in exile, do you have influence over Biafra territory? No. Do you have influence over Biafra? No. So now, because of the alliances, we are now one. We have now united. So the influence we, the autopilot and IPOB, have in Biafra land, the Biafra government in exile now have the same control and the same influence, thereby giving the legitimacy for this particular government in exile. So what we are looking at now is to make sure that we set all the arms of the government as it should be, and by next year, bah, we are there. We are not scared of anybody when it comes to this Biafra struggle and the Biafra freedom. Believe me, not even the only person I will be afraid of is God in heaven and myself. As far as this my freedom and the freedom of my people is concerned, I am not scared of anybody. I am saying it today. So in fact, if I can say anything I want to say, and I am not looking at anybody.
The very oldest language on the face of this very earth.
Because I can say that from what I have just listened from you, it is just not ordinary.
Very wonderful. When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that
What we thought is majority. One name went to the edging and okay, to go. Amalanti, Asino, Amalanti, Okumu, Amalanti, Nasi, Ejigako, Ifi Beda, Omo, Akaselini.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program. I appreciate everyone that has connected wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining us from Biafra land, you are joining us from Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Russia, China, Iran, Israel, wherever you are joining us from, I welcome every one of you. And I thank you for being part of the program. As you join this program, remember that in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack people or to attack individuals or groups. What we do here is to present Biafra as the only remedy to the failed state Nigeria. We are here to present Biafra to the world and to let the world know our grievances, to offer a solution to the failed state Nigeria. Nigeria being a failed state is not a propaganda. It is not a blackmail. It's not just a mere hearsay. If you have not known that Nigeria is a failed state, all you need to do is, after listening to this program, go back and check the indices that makes up a failed state. Then you check the Nigerian system. You will now understand that Nigeria is a failed state. If that is not enough for you, a competent court in a country like Canada, a first world country, have identified all the ruling parties in Nigeria as terrorist organizations. What does that tell you? When the terrorists are in charge of a country, the only thing it brings is chaos. And when there is such number of chaos like you have in Nigeria, it only shows that the country has failed. We have seen the failure of Nigerian government in every single thing that is happening. The insecurity has gotten to the highest level. The abduction continues on daily basis, even with the presence and the attempt of the United States to restore peace. The kidnappings have increased. The genocide against the Christians have continued unabated. And as we speak, instead of fighting the terrorism or to stop it or to join the United States to stop it, the same terrorist country have chosen another terrorist country to cooperate with. A country that have been indicted in terrorism, Turkey, that have been indicted on several occasions in terrorism. That is where Nigeria chose to go and make alliance. Even when the United States have already started doing something. So it speaks volume that the agenda of the caliphate in Nigeria is not hidden. They are bent on doing everything humanly possible to get them what they want. And the government is in their hand. They are the one in charge. The caliphate are the one in charge, pushing forward Islamization of Nigeria, all in the name of Islamizing Nigeria, but their main agenda is Fulanizing Nigeria and taking over the entire nation. This is no longer a secret. This is the revelation Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made, shouted about, and stopped it in Biafra land. And this is the anger that made them to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Extraordinary rendition into Nigeria, and they went ahead to convict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with non-existing law. And today, after convicting him with non-existing law, they took him to Sokoto. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is today languishing in Sokoto prison. Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu living okay in Sokoto prison? It can never be possible. Anybody that comes and tells you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is okay, he's fine, he's safe. No, he's not safe. He's not fine. He's not okay. And all these, with so many other abductions in Biafra land, that is being conducted by Nigerian state itself, the genocide conducted in Biafra land by Nigerian state itself, the Biafrans has no voice to speak. Politically, there is no representation. So Biafrans resulted to helping themselves through civil disobedience, sit at home more especially, and that sit at home have brought us the limelight. Sit of home have given us light to the cause of Biafra and also given light to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And what did they do? They can't handle it. They went ahead to activate their stooge in Anambra State, Soludo, and today Soludo is in the front line fighting the will of the people. This is somebody who supposedly you can say that he was elected by the people. Supposedly, in a democratic government, whoever comes out means that the people elected the person. So how can the people elect you and then you go against the will of the people? Since Soludo came into Anambra State, he has been going against the will of the people, imposing one tax or the other on them, creating different security outfits to attack the people he was supposed to guide and lead. Soludo have always been on the international stage to indict his own people of criminality. Soludo have completely turned a blind eye to all the atrocities of the Janjaweed in the north that are coming into Biafra land. But his focus is on Biafra land. His focus is on me, it's on you. It is only you and I that Soludo see as a threat. Only you and I Soludo see as a threat. That is why he is fighting tooth and nail to demonize the struggle, to criminalize the civil disobedience of the people. Initially, the rumor was, oh, Mazi Simon Ekpa was enforcing it. Mazi Simon Ekpa did this and did that. Oh, the Liberation Army did and that. But for a long time, they have been very silent. Even before this very incident, everybody had been silent. Every Monday, we encourage people on their own, sit at home, and no single life is lost. No trouble is made anywhere. People relax themselves and continue to demand for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi. And people are aware of the reason why the sit at home is being done. But what do we see today? Soludo have taken upon himself to attack the people. And as we speak, Soludo is making an arrangement. He is making arrangements to bring down main market, to bulldoze main market. The arrangement is going down. And in the arrangement, I learned that the chairman of the market is involved. The chairman of the market agreed with that plan of Soludo. And the next step they are taking is to do the same thing they are doing to our markets in the southwest. The whole thing that they are doing to Biafrans outside Biafra land is what Soludo is planning and has started to do in Anambra State. While our people are outside and we have been encouraging them to go back home, and many are going back home, only for Soludo to now pick up a fight with the people because they wanted to express themselves. It is sad. It is sad. But I bet you Soludo will lose the battle. And every Biafran, wherever you are, you must remain strong. You must remain focused. Do not allow anyone to distract you. Do not allow anyone to degrade you. Do not allow anybody to paint you evil. We must remain consistent. We must remain consistent, no matter how difficult it is. no matter the challenges, no matter the obstacles, no matter the temptations, wherever you are in Biafra land, you must remain strong and continue to fight this battle. We are going to fight to finish. So, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are and you are joining us, I appreciate every one of you. Remember, this platform is a platform for public opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. I saw somebody on the comment section who was writing and said, block me. I don't know what you are asking to block you for. If you are not comfortable with the program, you're not comfortable with the environment, all you need to do is to take yourself out and block yourself. Why are you begging me to block you? I don't block people unnecessarily, unless when you become a nuisance. But you just to write a message and say, block you for what? If you're not comfortable with the truth that is coming out, you're not comfortable with what he said, if you cannot handle other people's opinion, you just want things to be your own way, sorry, you can just exit yourself. Because why we are here is to allow people express themselves, no matter what their opinion might be. You must not always agree with people. I have said it time and time again that in this 2026, we are focusing on unity of purpose. It is unity of purpose. That is what we are focusing on. It doesn't matter what you think, how you feel, or what if you know. We are focusing on unity of purpose. Whatever group you belong, whoever you believe you are following, whatever name you call yourself, go ahead and do what you have to do to make sure that Biafra becomes a reality. As long as your agenda is Biafra, except you have a different motive. If you have a different motive, in a short while, you'll be exposed, and that will be history. So, my fellow Biafrans, I welcome everyone one of you. And today we are going to discuss on a very important topic, as we always do. And the topic that we are going to talk about today mainly says, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader they fear, the unity they can't stop. Stop planting division. Lolo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leadership they fear, and the unity they can't stop. Stop planting division. Lolo. I included that name, Lolo, there for people to understand. And maybe when she comes across our video, she can equally take correction. Because I have seen several videos that she has made, and the line that she's taking, even after the advice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is sad. But I have said I will not get engaged in any saga or any unnecessary exchange of words. We must be focused on what matters. My fellow Biafrans, this morning, this broadcast is not for noise makers. This broadcast is not for propagandists. This broadcast is not for blackmailers or professional saboteurs. No. This conversation today is for thinking Biafrans. The Biafrans that have a fast brain, the Biafrans that are mentally sound, the thinking Biafrans. For people who still understand purpose, sacrifice, and discipline, they are the one that this message today is meant for. This message today is meant for people that understand purpose, sacrifice, and discipline. Today, I want to speak plainly, without fear, without hatred, and without confusion, about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. His leadership of IPOB, the aim and objective of this struggle, the urgent need for unity of purpose, and the danger of division, blackmail, and propaganda. This is almost a topic that I talk about all the time, but we need to speak more on this issue on daily basis if possible. And finally, I will explain clearly and factually why Biafra politicians have lost relevance inside Nigerian political structure. This is not an emotional rant. Pay attention. This is not an emotional rant. This is a reality check. What we are doing this morning is a reality check. So pay attention. Keep your emotions aside. Keep your emotions aside. Pay attention to every single thing we are going to discuss this morning. You might learn a thing. And if you don't agree with anything, just feel free, send your request. I'll bring you in and you can make your argument. Let us begin here. Leadership is not noise. Leadership is not popularity. Leadership is not sitting in government houses while your people suffer. Leadership is clarity of vision. Leadership is consistency. Leadership is the courage to say the truth, even when it is costly. That is leadership. This is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains relevant. No matter what you do, no matter how you fight the seat at home, no matter what you do, no matter how you push propaganda about him, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remain relevant. Not because he is loud, not because he is perfect, but because from day one, his message has not changed. The message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never changed. And what is that message? Self-determination, dignity, freedom, true, lawful, and moral resistance. That message has not changed. For decades, he is still on that message. No matter the arrest, no matter the intimidation, no matter the propaganda, that consistency is leadership. And that is what we found in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I wish every one of us could take that, borrow that attitude from him. I wish every one of us could borrow that attitude from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And our journey will be very, very easy. Let us remove confusion now. IPOB was not formed to negotiate position. No. IPOB was not formed to negotiate positions. IPOB was not formed to beg for appointments. IPOB was not formed to recycle failed politicians to become a political tool. IPOB was never formed to be a political pressure group. Never. IPOB was formed to restore the sovereignty and dignity of a people through self-determination, a principle recognized worldwide. I am stating this out because some people that claim to know it all today, their attitude shows that they know nothing. For somebody who is a Biafran, who said he loves Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you always tell us that you are not a member of IPOB, you are not part of IPOB. I don't know what you are or whom you are. I do not know what you are. Every single one of us are members of IPOB, even though we know that there are registered members. There are registered members of an organization called IPOB. But that name, IPOB, is the entire Biafran people, regardless who we are. So, but when you see people begin to disassociate themselves from IPOB, I begin to wonder. I pause. I look again and again to find out where they are coming from. IPOB was not formed for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a political pressure group. So when you see somebody treating IPOB as a political pressure group to win appointment, to get position, right there and there, you will know that this person is not for our own good. You will know right there that this person is not for our own good. And it is because of this purpose that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never de-associate himself from any Biafran group. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never detach himself from any Biafran group, no matter the name you answer. As long as you have Biafran in your mouth, we are talking about your Biafran. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu accepts you. More especially, many groups that align under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. There are so many groups. Every of them have that right to pursue the cause of Biafra. Every of them have that legitimacy to fight for their freedom. Anybody that comes to criminalize any group or persons because they are fighting for Biafra, not in your own group, not in your own terms, and because of that, you label them names. You are not different from Nigerian government. And I see you as a politician, a political pressure group created by Nigerian government to cause division and destruction in the cause of Biafra. And we will not allow such people to continue to impose themselves on the Biafran people. The objectives are simple. The objective of the IPOB or every Biafran group is simple: to expose injustice, to awaken political consciousness, to unite Biafra under one moral cause, to demand freedom, not favor. To demand freedom, not favor. And I want everyone to understand that before the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, every single one of us today, we were IPOB under one umbrella. The division started after the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The DOS that was supposed to manage the affairs of IPOB then could not because of their own personal ego, interest, and betrayal. Their mismanagement gave birth to different ideology we have today under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And everyone that has been there under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu while he was outside remains there. We remain IPOB. So whenever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is making a statement, IPOB, he is referring to us. Every single one of us that was there with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before his kidnapping, up to this minute, he recognizes us, every one of us, as IPOB. He never distanced himself from anyone. And we remain IPOB. If you decide to take yourself away, it's a different issue. It's left for you. And he has also confirmed that by the message he sent. He never did. I have played a video here most of the time where it was confirmed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never distanced himself from any Biafra. That we are one people. He acknowledges every Biafra. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter under which umbrella you're operating. As long as you're a Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu accepts you. I have played that video over and over and over again in this platform. Where Mazi Simon Ekpa was doing a program, and he brought that video that was made by what's that name of that guy? And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was asked about a particular group that did something. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, yes, I know them. And he made it clear that I do not distance myself from any group. That as long as you are in any group fighting for the cause of Biafra, that he is with you. The only people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot associate with are people who are not in the cause of Biafra. Maybe you have your own personal interests. You have your own personal agenda. In such case, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not relate with you. But if you are genuinely seeking for Biafra, standing for Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for you, stands with you. He never distanced himself from anybody. He accepts everyone as one. And every one of us operates under that one umbrella. Under that one umbrella. We are one people. We are fighting for one cause, one genuine cause. And every one of us align and pursue that cause under our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said that himself in one of the programs where he was interviewed. I'm not just making it up. I have played the video over and over here, and I'm going to play it again. If I find the video, I will play it again for you to hear what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said when he was asked. When he was asked a question about Biafran group, he never distanced himself from anybody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu supports every single group that is fighting for Biafra. Likewise, Mazi Simon Ekpa, he also said, I support every group that is fighting for Biafra. So why are we not going to focus and pursue the unity of purpose? Why won't we focus on the unity of purpose? Why are we still going to continue talking about irrelevant issues, fighting each other and blackmailing each other? What are you going to get from that? Even our leaders from detention continue to say, stay together, fight for one cause, unity of purpose. Why is it difficult for people to align? Why? They have made it very clear. The leaders that we claim to be following, people we claim to be following, have made it clear that we are one people, that we should hang on together, that there should be no division. Why is it difficult for us to accept each other and focus on the unity of purpose? Why is it so difficult? What are you expecting to hear? What is the battle all about? What is the battle all about? What is the propaganda all about? Why is it difficult for you to accept your brother, your sister as part of you? The message that was delivered is very clear. But even with the message, people decide to take their own path, and they have continued to preach the wrong message to distract people from the unity of purpose, making Biafra to spend the time they are going to spend to fight the enemy. You use it to begin to debunk unnecessary matter that doesn't make sense. Why is it so? And how long are we going to continue on that path? How long are we going to continue on that path? What else are you expecting to see before you will know that the time is now? What are you expecting to see? For you to know that the propaganda, the blackmail, and the attack on each other is not yielding any fruit. Anybody that claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you claim to love Mazi someone ever, your focus this day should be unity. How to unite all the group together and speak in one voice. Uniting us doesn't mean that we are going to be, it doesn't mean that you close down any group. Every group can be on their own and pursue the unity of purpose. Every group can be who they want to be on their own and still pursue the unity of purpose. I want to give you an example. Look at Biafra land, the referral area. If you look at the Biafra land, I'm talking about the Biafran referral area, the one they call Niger Delta. You know that they have, when they had the militants there, in the militant in that Niger Delta, they have almost 4 to 5 groups. They have 4 to 5 groups on different command. Asara Dokubo has his own command. He has a group that believe in him. Tompolo has his own command. He has his own men. Asabuja has his own command. Has his own man. Ateketon has his own command, has his own men. These are different commands, and every one of them is pursuing the same agenda, the same purpose. Every one of them, up to today as we are, they are all active. They have their men. But you will never see them attacking each other. Everybody have their boundary. They know their limitation. You know your own area. That area, that's your own location, that's your own village, that's your own location, that's your own locality, that's your own state. You focus on it and defend it and protect it. You don't see them, you don't see one man coming to say he's going to be the Alpha and Omega to challenge everybody, shut everybody down, and then only you talk. You can't see that. And that is why you see them when they operate, the way they operate in that area, and is somehow paying them to the advantage of what they are fighting for. The same thing is what is supposed to be applicable in the cause of Biafra today. I gave that example with those are brought in the referral area, not because they are not part of the Biafra struggle. Many of them, they are part of what we are doing and they have heart in it, but they don't come out to speak because of the unnecessary politics that's being played in the cause of Biafra. Remember Prince, who was in Bakassi fighting before. He's also in Nigeria. He's also had his own military group. Even while Prince was holding Bakassi, did you ever see any time any other area challenge him? They didn't challenge him. Prince then was working with Mazi Nnamdi. Other people were still in their area. You never see them come out cascade and say, "Why did you work with Mazi Nnamdi? Why are you working with this IPOB? Why are you working with this?" You never had that. It never happened. Prince was working with Mazi Nnamdi all through. But for us, especially the Igbos What is the problem with us that we cannot operate? We cannot operate without pulling somebody down. Just be on your own. Or when you feel you want to detach, you detach yourself, build your own, and focus on it. Why is it that sometimes we focus that you must sit on somebody for you to rise? Why is it so? Just like what Soludo is doing today. Soludo is fighting to build his glory upon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He wants to sit on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and build his glory, which is impossible. A mission that will destroy him forever and ever. Why is it difficult? Why is it difficult for us to do things in a manner that everybody will be on their own and do what they are supposed to do? Why is it difficult? Why is it so difficult? Why is it so difficult? That is my question. Why does it look almost impossible to allow your brother and your sister to function on their own and do what they had to do for the progress of the cause of Biafra? Why is it so difficult? I just gave you an example of what is happening in the Niger Delta area. Every state, almost, they have their own different militants, well equipped, and you can never see them going against each other. You never see them have you heard of them going? They have different agenda, different opinions. Sometimes they don't agree together. But you can never see them in the open, waging war against themselves like the way we do. You can't see them doing what we do. When are we going to learn to allow people to operate and express themselves? Focus on the unity of purpose. That is the most important thing that has to concern. Except the person is not pursuing the same purpose. Except the person will come out and be preaching against Biafra. But as long as somebody comes and the person talks about Biafra, why do you have a problem with that? Why would any reasonable or responsible person have a problem with that? Why would you have a problem with that? It is high time we begin to do things differently. It is high time we begin to do things differently. It is high time we do things differently. So that we can allow growth. So that our message will be stronger. Our message will be stronger and have more effect than it is today. You can imagine what we will achieve when we speak in one voice and silence all the other distractions. Focus on that agenda that matters. No matter the name you call yourself, go ahead. That is why I am calling out Lolo and what she's doing. Lolo, every time she comes out, she focuses on attacking Biafran groups. And she decides to choose one particular person that she's going to support and continue to create the same thing we are trying to stop. That we have almost stopped. Just like the message of Mazi Nnamdi I played. The era of Mazi Nnamdi was able to unify everybody. And that unification almost got hold before Mazi Nnamdi was taken. And since Mazi Nnamdi was taken away, this issue of IPOB attacking everybody and is reduced completely. Because even most of the people in that IPOB begin to realize that it was a mistake to go after Mazi Nnamdi. They begin to realize. And that very idea began to die down. IPOB was no longer, most of them were no longer making group of Mazi Nnamdi as a topic. It almost died down. But today, Lolo is the one that is in the front line today, raising that dust of division. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have advised her, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu advised you for unity and told you that everyone has a right to. If you, and the most painful thing is that she will still come out and say that she is not a member of IPOB. Why don't you stay out as you're not a member of IPOB? Continue to preach the message you were preaching before. But today, what you are doing is that you are destroying the message you preached before. The same you that said that Nigerian government was the one that was involved in the insecurity in Biafra land, the taking of life. Today, gradually, you are shifting from that and you are turning that blame on Biafrans again. And you think that when you come and you say, oh, it is the group of Mazi Simon that are causing problem, it is not people, you think you're making sense. That is senseless. You are not making sense. You are only making yourself a laughing stock. Every good work you did, you are just destroying it. The same you that came to the national TV before everybody and you said that you have made investigation, that it was the Nigerian government that was involved in the destabilization of Biafra land. Nigerian government, we are the one who created the problem, who created. You mentioned the Bubago to be precise, you named them out. But sadly today, you are gradually shifting from that. From your last video that I watched, which I cannot be playing your video again on my platform, that's a waste of time. From the last video that she did, after the Liberation Army came out and spoke, after Gentle made the speech, she came out and began to attack. Those videos you're making is destroying what you have done in the past. And what you are doing is to create a division. You are not part of the struggle. Every one of us must not be part of the struggle. Don't force yourself into it. You even said that you are not part of IPOB. Every one of us, we are IPOB. Every single Biafran that is talking about Biafra is IPOB. Every one of them have a root from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you have no right to tell anybody not to associate himself with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself cannot say that to anybody. That was why he acknowledges everybody. In any time he speaks, he acknowledges everybody. If he wants to talk about an individual that misbehaved, he will mention that particular individual and tell you to change from your attitude. He will talk about that individual. He will point you out and talk about you, not about groups. That our sister is supposed to be smarter. She's supposed to be smarter. Unless she wants to make me believe that she's actually the one now working for the government. Except she wants to make us believe that she's the one working for the government. If not, there is no reason you will still concentrate on creating division in a family that is almost united together. This idea of attacking Mazi people, Brigi, this one and that, calling names, this have already died down. And Biafrans are focusing on what is ahead of us, the disintegration of Nigeria, the recognition of Biafra. Whether you talk about that recognition through the legislation of Biafra, through the Brigi, or through your own means that you just want Trump to pronounce Biafra, recognition is recognition. We want that name to be mentioned. We want that name to be mentioned. It depends on how you frame your own idea. Focus on the way you frame it and stop condemning people. Stop condemning people. This frequent attack on Biafran group is not doing us any good. You are creating division. That's what you're doing. And if you don't stop, the only thing that will show us that you are now the agent contracted to make sure that the division among us remain. Mazi Simon never fought that division. He tried to reach out to every Biafran group. And so many of them came on board. So many Biafran groups came on board under Mazi Simon. So many reached out to him, including some people who were at the US. They reached out to him before he was taken out. After he was taken out, people withdrew again and stayed on their own. Which shows you that we are focusing on one point. The only thing that we have not had that central leadership, except Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have not yet got central leadership, except Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So when you come to begin to pinch one group against the other, you are not doing us any good. If you mean well for the struggle. You mean well for the Biafran people. What you should have done is to look for a means of making sure that each and every group begin to relate together. And from everything you are saying, each time you come to speak, it shows that you do not know anything about the leadership of IPOB, the structure of IPOB. And I understand that very well. But when you come out to claim right of understanding, right of knowledge, you claim right of decision, that is where I do not get where you are coming from. Because even after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have spoken, yet, instead of bringing that peace and unity, you are creating division. Each time you begin to call out other groups, you begin to indict them in one crime or the other. You are indicting every Biafran. Each time you try to indict any group of Biafrans, people that are struggling for Biafra, anybody that claims that you are in this agitation and you try to indict another group, simply because you don't agree with them, simply because you feel that you don't like them, and you begin to call them names and indict them, you are causing damage to yourself. And that is why when I see such people, I begin to question, are these people really fighting for Biafran freedom? That is the only thing I will ask. When I see people begin to go gaga in that way, I begin to ask myself, is this person really part of this struggle? Does he or she knows what he's doing? That is always the question that comes to my mind. Because I don't know how a normal person will think that you destroy your brother. You go to the market and tell the world that your brother is a criminal, that your sister is a criminal, oh, that this your brother is a terrorist. And you forget that people at the same time will describe you as a brother to a terrorist, as a sister to a terrorist. And a brother or a sister to a terrorist have the tendency of becoming a terrorist. That is one thing you can never forget. You should never forget. When you tell somebody that your brother is a criminal, just to hurt that your brother or your sister, you will label him a criminal, even when you know that he is not. Even when you know that he's not, you label him a criminal. You are actually labeling yourself a criminal. That is what you are doing. You are labeling yourself a criminal. That is why when something happens, people are advised that you don't wash your dirty linen outside. Because whatever you say comes back to haunt you. People are watching. The entire world are watching and they're observing. You don't take because of your hatred and you begin to spill lies that does not hold water. Lies that you know that this is a lie. That's why even parents cannot deny their own children. Even if they are criminals, they cannot deny them or bring them for public. What they do is to take them back home and discuss back home. When they come outside, they will defend them. Even when you chase a criminal to his own family house, the family will protect him. It is sad when I see people who claim to have some knowledge and yet all they do is to come out and speak ill of their own people. They come out and speak ill of their own people. How long are you going to continue in that path? How long do you intend to continue that? And how do you think that by destroying your own brother and your own sister, that will make you relevant? How will the name calling of your brother or your sister, tagging them different kinds of things. How do you think that that will make you relevant? How in this planet will that make you relevant? Whenever you call your brother a criminal, you are just telling the whole world that you are from the family of criminals. That is what it means. There is no way to paint it. There is no style to put in it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Whenever you call your brother or your sister a terrorist, a criminal, indict him for one criminality or the other, you are indicting yourself. More especially in this struggle. That is why I urge everybody to be very careful. Every one of us has to be very careful in what you say. You have to be very careful in what you do. We are one people. We are one people. There is no way you can detach yourself from the family. More especially in this struggle that we are in. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the central leader that everybody have accepted, obeyed. You can't claim Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to yourself. You cannot. You cannot say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu belongs to you alone. It's not possible. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu belongs to all of us. He belongs to you and I. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. He's your leader. He's my leader. If you respect him and you care about him, all you have to do is to work with your brothers and see reason. I have said it that we must not be the same group, we must not have the same opinion, but let that purpose for which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention be the purpose of every one of us. That is the most important thing. The reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is detained, it is something that concerns you, it concerns me. You can't run away from it. You can't wish it away. It doesn't matter how you say it. It doesn't matter what you think. We are one people. We are one people. There is nothing you can do to wish it away. There is nothing you can do to take it away. We are one people. We are one blood. And we have to look for a way to work together. You can work together on your own. Working together doesn't mean that we will be in the same group. Doesn't mean that we will have the same idea. We can have our different ideas. We can have our different thoughts. We can have our different beliefs. But the most important thing is that our purpose is one. All we want is our freedom. We want to be free. That is the most important thing. We want to be free. What I want is I want to be free. What you equally want is that you want to be free. So the question is, how are we going to be free? Are we going to be free through division? Are we going to find freedom by attacking each other? Are we going to find freedom by blackmail and propaganda? Are we going to find freedom by demonizing each other? Of course not. This struggle is not criminal, it is moral. And that is exactly why it is feared by everyone. The politicians are afraid. They are so afraid of this struggle because they know it is moral. I want you to understand why unity of purpose is everything in this struggle. Every successful liberation movement in history understood one thing: you can survive oppression. You cannot survive division. Understand this very well. You can survive oppression, but you cannot survive division. That is why anybody that is close to Lolo Neka should advise her to stop planting that seed of discord. She has a niche already. That part that she is playing, exposing the evil of Nigerian government that they are attacking on the IPOB people. Continue on that part. Deciding who is IPOB and who is not in your hand. Every single agitator is a member of IPOB. The world knows this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows this. We know this. Every single one of us. And whenever you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speak of IPOB, he's talking about the umbrella he left. He's talking about the umbrella he left behind. And that umbrella he left behind is IPOB, which every single one of us is part of it. Whether it doesn't matter the group where you are, it doesn't matter what you believe or what you think. Every one of us, we are in it. Those of us who we are working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, knew very well the stand of Mazi Simon Ekpa. The stand of Mazi Simon Ekpa is very, very solid. Mazi Simon Ekpa distanced himself from the organization called IPOB because of the Department of Sabot who are there, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu confirmed that they are compromised. That was why Mazi Simon Ekpa distanced himself from them. They were pushing their propaganda. Just like this thing that, what do you call him? Lolo Neka was what those people were doing. And I say, I don't know who is giving her information. I don't know who is feeding her. Why can't she ask more responsible and reasonable people? Because that very DOS she is talking about, they were the one that created the division that is happening today. They are the one that caused the confusion that we are trying to solve today. They are the one that created the chaos that is in this struggle today. Those DOS that she's promoting. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows very well. That is why he told her that some of them are compromised. These were the people, we know them. These people that Mazi Nnamdi is talking about, we know them very well. We know them. We know them. And it was because of these people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu distanced himself then from them. And you heard the message I played. Mazi Nnamdi said that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, every one of them will be gone. Mazi Nnamdi said it in the broadcast I played now. He said it, that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, all these people claiming to be IPOB, claiming to be DOS, they will all be gone. And I bet you, until then, the only person that has that authority to put that seal is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And he cannot do that in detention. He cannot do that in detention. That is why he is still there, encouraging everybody to continue to operate under any level you're operating. Continue to operate on that level. He appreciated everybody until when he comes out, then he will draw the line for those who are blind to see. You can survive oppression. You cannot survive division. Division confuses the people. That is the major confusion we are having in the struggle today. Division. It confuses the people. Division weakens resolve. Our resolve is weakened. I can bet you there are so many people that I know that were in this struggle with us all the way from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. It's not that they don't want freedom anymore. It's not that they want Biafra anymore, but they don't want to get into the dirty fights, the infighting, the insult, the abuse. It is not everybody that can take it. Like those of us who are coming online every day, it is not everybody that can take the insult that we take. It is not everybody that can take the risk we take. There are people who cannot be bold to put their face on the line the way we do. There are people who cannot be bold enough to do what we are doing. Even when you are being insulted and called so many kinds of names, people call your name, people that are not even up to you. I know so many people that have decided to be silent. It's not because they don't like Biafra or they want that freedom. Their heart is in Biafra, but their resolve is weakened. Division gives power to the oppressor without a fight. Division gives power to the oppressor without a fight. And this message is why we are talking to Neka, Lolo Neka. Stop the division. Your message you are preaching now, stop that line of message. It is a message of division. Forget about the fame of online support. If you are in this struggle and you are channeling your energy on online support to get people to listen to you, you are going to miss the track. That is why in this platform, I don't care. Even if it is one person listening, if it is two people or three people, I will say what I want to say the way I want to say it. If I want to drag crowd that I am after viewers, I know what to say and I know what to do. I know the kind of message I'll be preaching on this platform. If you come here, you'll be seeing thousands of people watching. Because I know what the world wants. I know what they want to hear. But I cannot change my message simply because of views. I can't change my message simply because of followers. I can't do that. I already have my message. I can't change it. So what Lolo Neka is doing today is creating a content that will keep her followership, which is wrong. You are keeping your followership and you are creating division in the cause of Biafra. It is wrong. Why don't you focus on the niche that you have taken from day one? Continue your investigative journalism that you are doing in Biafra land about the insecurity. That one that is in your hand, you are there on the ground, the insecurity. And you have done it and done it well. You have done it excellently well. But what we are seeing today is that you are deviating from the report you yourself gave. You are gradually shifting from the report you gave. You claim you did investigation and we agreed. We applauded you. But today, you are gradually deviating from the report you gave. That it is the Nigerian government that is causing the insecurity in Biafra land. They are the one buying people that is Zebubago. You are gradually today shifting. After Gentle made a video, the Liberation Army of Biafra made a video, you are deviating and your speech is shifting ground. That does not show credibility. It doesn't show credibility. It shows one thing. That you are not even. It is making your journalism questionable. It's making your journalism questionable because you made the investigation and you came out with investigation. That is why I said, when you do not know about the leadership and policies of Biafra, don't even talk about it. You made investigation that it is the Nigerian government. Ebubago mainly, you mentioned Ebubago and Asendokubo. My sister, Lolo Neka, do you know that this Ebubago that you see, most of them, went away from the ESN. Do you know that it is the DOS that you are talking about? That people that you are promoting. Do you know that they were the one that took the ESN members and handed over to Soludo to create a battle? Do you know that it is that DOS that handed ESN? Because sometimes you talk about ESN, like when Gentle came out and said, do you know the foundation of Gentle? Do you know how Gentle came out? Do you know the root of Gentle? Do you know how Gentle started the struggle? You don't know. Do you know the people that started that ESN? The ESN that knows today, that are genuinely working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do you know that Gentle was a first member from the first group of the ESN of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? These are the group that refuse to compromise. They refuse to follow Soludo and Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma offered them money, offered them posts. They rejected it. Some of them were bought over and they entered into a bubago. Some of them joined Asere Dokobo. So that is why sometimes when you talk and you say you are a journalist, you dig deep, you make investigation, you made your investigation. But why are you now shifting ground gradually? Is it out of hatred or to win followership, or I can't understand? And if you continue in this path, it is not going to end well. It's not going to end well. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have given you that order that we should work together as one. I will advise you to focus. Remove yourself from the IPOB issue and politics. Remove yourself from IPOB leadership issue. That there is no, even as we speak, there is no struggle. Nobody is fighting each other where you belong or where you do not belong. Everybody knows their boundaries. As we speak, many people today are knowing their boundaries. This division now begin to creep in because of your statement. Constant statement that they're making is what is bringing in the division we are seeing today. The kind of statement you are making is what is trying to bring back that line of discussion. If not, many people already have known their stand in this struggle. Whether the IPOB, whether AVID, whether any group at all, they have known their stand. And that unity of purpose is naturally developing by itself until you come into this, your line of message that is very destructive and damaging. Very divisive message. Very, very divisive message. You came to, I can't understand. I can't understand. The same you that made investigation and spoke how Nigerian government was involved in destabilizing Biafra land. Just because of the message of Gentle, which he said, every single thing he said, we are correct and right. They were correct. He never attacked anybody. He was facing the fact. He was only challenging the enemies of Biafra. And you pick offense. You twisted it and begin to turn it a different one, to paint a picture that is dead. That is what we are painting again, to deviate people's attention, to create division, telling people to detach themselves from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This one, don't call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who gave you that authority? Who gave you that authority? Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, with all the time he has spoken to you, he has never told you that these people should not call his name. You have never had his Mazi Nnamdi Kanu detaching himself from anybody and say, or the lawyers come and say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, these people should not call his name, these people should not use his name. Even when his family went ahead, they say, threatened, they want to sue Mazi Simon Ekpa, he should stop using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That nonsense could not fly. Mazi Simon Ekpa told them, come to Finland and sue. Go to international court and sue. And let's see. Why are you resurrecting a division that is almost dead? I am very concerned about this, your line of message. This, your line of message of division. It is not doing anybody any good. Go back to where you started. As a woman who is in journalism in Nigeria, continue the investigation on the genocide that is being committed by the Nigerian government and target on IPOB. Continue that investigation. Bring your findings. Send it to United Nations. Send it to UN. There are many bodies you can send it to. Many of those guys who are coming to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are there. Give them your evidence. Seek for a means to go to the United States and testify. Remove your hand. Remove this divisive. You don't have any business supporting any group or following DOS. It's IPOB. Brigi is not part of it. USB is not part of it. IVD, who gave IV the authority to be on top? IV is not. You don't have that right to say who's supposed and who's supposed. Every group have different ideology. And I've given that example. With our brothers in the area that they call the Niger Delta. When they were fighting for their struggle, we have many groups there. Asare Dokubo has his people. Tompolo has his people. Ateketon has his people. Asabuja has his people. You don't see them come to engage. They don't agree in everything. But everyone is restricted to their boundaries and they are doing what they are doing. The same agenda. Securing their people. Why is it difficult for us to apply the same thing in the mainland? Why is it difficult to allow people to express themselves the way they want it as long as they are channeling that energy towards one direction? Biafra. Why is it difficult for us? Why? This division you are bringing is confusing the people. This division you are bringing is weakening our resolve. You are just giving power to the oppressor by this division you are bringing. That is why propaganda is dangerous. That is why blackmail is effective if allowed. You are gradually deviating into blackmail. That is what Lolo is doing today. Gradually deviating into blackmail. Come out from that angle. That is why internal sabotage is more deadly than external opposition. Come out. When Biafrans fight each other online, the oppressor does not need to speak. When ego replaces principle, the struggle slows down. In all your speech, we see that ego. You want to be the mouthpiece. You want it to be, you want every accolade to go to you. You want every accolade to go to you. That you did this and you did that. And that is why you are gradually deviating into blackmail and propaganda. Unity does not mean blind arguments. Unity means share the destination. Share the destination. That is what, when you were on the track of your investigative journalism, doing what you have to do as somebody who is in the system, getting information on who is actually responsible for the terrorism in Southeast, destabilizing Southeast. You got your information right. Why are you gradually shifting ground? Gradually. Enter into blackmail. Gradually. There is nothing wrong if we differ in style. There's nothing wrong if we differ in style, the way we do something. Different group with their own style, with their own agenda, but they are all headed to one direction. What is wrong with that? The most important thing is that we all agree that we are oppressed. And we agree that we want to be free from the zoological republic called Nigeria. I want us to speak the truth. Every liberation movement attracts infiltrators. People who profit from confusion. People who sell fear as information. People who attack personalities instead of ideas. Blackmail is used when argument fails. Propaganda is used when truth is inconvenience. I pray that this our sister doesn't move into blackmail and propaganda just to score a point after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have issued her a direction on what to do. Ask yourself, why is energy spent attacking fellow Biafran instead of injustice we face? Why? you always, when you come to make a video, you are making a video to create division, attack a fellow Biafran? Why don't you channel your energy? Look at what is happening today. The United States still need information that you claim you have. They want it, they need it. The United States need those informations. Why is distraction louder than direction? Why is this distraction that you are bringing and division? Why is it louder than direction? A serious movement does not eat its own children. If you are sincere, a mother, and you have us at heart, you should change your line of message. Go back to where you started. Go back to where you started. Or else, we will have no other reason but to believe that you have a different agenda. You're welcome, my brother Christian. Thank you for joining, bro. Christian, happy weekend. Thank you for being there.
Happy weekend, my brother. Choose.
Hello, my brother. Coach, you're welcome. Happy weekend.
Good morning, my brother. You're fine.
Yeah, Mazi. So one year no, Makauta Kambata anyway. So no. I know I'm all that. I'm cool that side, but anyway, so Kay, what's going on? Is she still trying to dabble into what she doesn't know? I mean,
she has continued and intensified, and I don't see it. I don't even have to be promoting that her video anymore, because this time around, after Gentle made a video, she came now. She's still attacking.
Attacking Gentle, huh?
Attacking Gentle, attacking the USB, attacking the Briggy, everybody. That is the same attack.
Yeah. Well, obviously
that they should desist from calling the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That they should separate themselves from Mazi Nnamdi. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is different. That they are the ones bringing every problem. That now she understands that the people who are really creating the problem in Biafra land is now beginning to understand better. The same person that told us she did the investigation.
But why is she saying that? For example, who has appointed her to be the spokesperson of Nnamdi Kanu? Why is he telling who must disease? What is going on? I mean, so obviously, but she will lose just like the rest of them, because Nnamdi Kanu told you, stay away, more or less. That's what she told you. Stay clear. So if you know whatever you are doing before, go on and continue. Leave the Biafra agitation, because from nowhere you are coming to go. So what does that mean now? You know, my concern is that this guy Soludo, he must not be allowed to win this battle. Soludo must not win this battle. You know, Soludo has made himself the #1 agent of the caliphate in Igbo land. He wants to prove to the caliphate that he is capable of crushing our push for freedom from this caliphate. You know, so this is a fight for every genuine Biafran to come to realize the fact that Soludo has made himself the enemy #1 of the people. And I can go further, I can elaborate on it, but it's important that everybody understands. When we speak like this, we are speaking from the point of I know what I'm talking about. Soludo has put in himself in a position where the caliphate wants him. And I just saw, neither have I tried to inquire more or even listen to it. I saw a headline from our brother Kocha, you know, that the Turkish mercenaries are going to be sent to Igbo land, specifically Igbo land. So, but the thing is, we have to be vigilant. It's good to talk about it. Everybody has to be vigilant, because one thing is for sure, and that is that the Nigerian government, the caliphate that instructed Tinubu to go and have this cooperation with Turkey, they are not doing it for Turkey to come and fight the Boko Haram or Islamic terrorists ravaging the country. That is a fact. That you can take to the bank. I can 100% guarantee you that they are bringing them to rather One, protect those terrorists who are pushing to Islamize Nigeria like they did in Turkey, and two, to possibly use them in some stronghold where they've not been able to penetrate, infiltrate, and conquer. Like, typically the Biafra land, Ali Igbo. So everybody have to be at alert. And this woman, Nega, these are some of the things she has to be aware of. Except if she's working with the
That
likes
is
of
her role. That is where she's supposed to focus, not on these divisions she's creating.
yeah, because except she's working with this Soludo, whom, like I said, believe you me, Soludo is playing the script of the caliphate. That is what they put him there for, and he has come out, wholeheartedly to play that role. Like letting them know that he can squash the sit at home, that he can squash the Biafran agitators, that he can put an end to every of these things, and they're giving him accolade. Why he may not come out to say that this is what he's doing, but we know that that is exactly what he's doing. He must not be allowed to. So if he wants to murder sleep, or he has murder sleep, he himself cannot have any sleep. No matter what it takes, no matter the cost, he must be fought. He must not be allowed to have peace and whatever until he leaves that seat in Anambra. Soludo he has made himself the enemy of Ndi Igbo, Biafrans. That one I can guarantee you. So let nobody think that because if you sleep on it, you will see the outcome. The outcome will become very obvious. He's very, very, very articulative, very very intentional in his plan to squash everything and to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu remains in the custody of these people for as long as he's unwilling to break through, to break away from Biafra agitation. That is the effort of Soludo. So everybody must understand it that if we come together to face him, it doesn't matter whom he is, he will fail. If Biafrans come together and tell to Soludo that you, as one person, you will not be able to overcome millions and millions of people, he will fail. There's no how he try. He will not succeed. But if we allow complicity or whatever, if we lay our guys down, then he will win. And if he win, then he has the rest of the Biafra land, the rest of Igbo land will succumb. So we must make sure that Soludo fails, just like the rest of them. They've come in the past to make gra about sit at home. They give up. Some some accept it. Some they move on. So he must also accept the fact that people have the right to decide what they want to do. If he wants to demolish that main market furniture, he has to know that he will not. Peace will not be one thing he will never have in his life. He will not be able to sleep in Ali and wake up. So everybody must come together, put their hands together, and face this square on. Because I tell you, nobody other than Soludo is the one championing it now. Because he feels that he has what it takes. He has the boldness, the whatever. He just in his mind, he believes that he is the strong man who can do it. So that is one thing. And yeah, Brother Chus, I just came in now. I said, let me make this point clear that this man must not be allowed to succeed. I've had a lot of different people try to let him know that, look, you don't have the constitutional right, to force people against their will. It's a private business, it's not a government organization. So people have right to run their business, their private business, the way they choose it. But I guess he's unwilling to do that. We shall see. I think IPOB have declared that is the 2nd or 3rd of February. That would be Monday, right? Would that sit at home in all the Igbo Biafra land? So that must continue. Let's see where Soludo, how he's going to push this his luck, how far and where he's going. We'll have to, keep it on, because this guy is out to do damage, but he will be destroyed himself. Thank you, my brother. Choose.
Thank you so much, my brother. You have spoken well, and that is the battle we are supposed to be fighting. So it's so annoying when people deviate from the battle and they are saying a different thing. The challenge of Soludo should be our great concern now, the unity of purpose. This is a person that is after us, every single one of us, regardless the group where you are.
Yeah.
His attack is on all of us. But people will leave it and begin to talk about somewhere. Coaches, go ahead and talk to us. Coaches, take the mic.
Yes, Good morning, Mazi Choose, and good morning, Bro Christian,
Morning,
and
brother.
good morning, Biafrans all over the world, both those in comment section and those in the platform, and both people that are going to hear our voice, are going to listen to this message after now. Good morning once again. Mazi Choose. What every one of us supposed to understand is this. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a spiritual man. Likewise, every one of us that understand the situation that we find ourselves in this point of time. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sending that message. Now there you go 1,400 go. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sending that message in a time like this, we have known the period that we find ourselves. At this moment is a time, it's the most dangerous time in short. Let me just put it that way. It's the most dangerous time. And the center had seen that this is the particular time that you have seen that peace and that unity that you have been talking about since, this is the time that you need it most. Because if every one of us remember, in this Christmas period, no any of our brothers and sisters that went to Biafra land and come back that did not testify as peaceful the whole of Southeast, the whole Biafra land was. And the government of Nigeria, which is the caliphate, they have seen with this peace that have restored in Southeast, which is the whole Biafra land, that this peace is going to trigger so many things. Even the Westerners, even the international world that have been looking, that they thought that the satirists is in Nigeria here, they have seen that the most savior's place, which is the word of Mazi Simon Ever, and he said we should not allow the terrorists in uniform, they should breathe in Biafra land, which is what our brothers and sisters has been doing since. And Asari Tokumbo has come out countless time, said he's the one that is in boys, is in Owerri, is all over the 40 states of Biafra land, that they are fighting side by side with Biafra military, which is the Biafra Liberation Army before. And a time like this, which is the word that our brother said, gentle. He said before now, which is, I think this December period or this January, that he said that Soludo having a meeting in Enugu State with some of the caliphate governors. They had that meeting in Enugu State. That is when they have seen that peace, for them to succeed in what they want to do, they have to make Southeast, they have to make the whole 40 states of Biafra land to be how it was before. That insecurity that is in Southeast, this is time for him to return. Because every one of us is not even asking question, which is the what you have treated in this platform before. That what Tinubu went to Turkey, what did he went to Turkey for? Which is the what Nigeria youth is not even asking of. All the bloggers in Nigeria, they are just focused on that Tinubu fall in Turkey, but they don't want to know what Tinubu went to Turkey for. Earlier before now, the one that called himself, what is this name? Shegumi. After this airstrike of United States of America in Nigeria, which is the one that happened on 25th of December, this man that called himself Shegumi traveled to Turkey. Even the Sadana Osoko did not say any word since then. I'm sure that every one of them traveled to that the same Turkey.
Is their meeting. After the meeting, he will go to Turkey on their behalf. All of them agreed. Everything they discussed is part of it. So Sultan of Sokoto is their chairman.
Yes,
100%.
and every one of them. And after they have signed the deal in Turkey, they have to send their errand boys, which is the president of Nigeria, because he just there like figure 8. They have to send him to go and sign that deal. And after signing that deal, the ammunition that they have signed with Turkish government, what do they want to use those ammunition for? What do they want to use Turkish military? What do they want to use it for? It's for them to cause mayhem to southeast, to Biafra land. And they don't have any how to come to southeast. It's only for them to cause that insecurity. That is the only chance they have. They're going to send all those things, all those deals that they went to Turkey to go and sign. That is the only option that they're going to send it to southeast. And this is time for every one of us. That unity that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talk about. Stay on your own. If you did not want to come together in one umbrella, stand on that thing that you know how to do, which is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said before.
Simple.
That particular thing that you have know that you'll be doing that Biafra to come true. This is time for you to put more effort. Start on your lane. Stand on your lane. Don't allow anybody to cross your lane. Stand on that particular thing that you know how to do. But don't poke nose your brother or your sister. Don't tell the caliphate, this is what your brother or your sister is doing. Because once you say that, they're going to, even if you say that, they're not going to trust you either. They're not going to trust you. They're not going to trust you. Our brother, which is the Biafra Liberation Army, every one of us still remember how Nigeria government have lied upon their head, that they have destroyed so many of them. Now they are coming out to look for a way to cover all those lies. But everything that we are saying now is in social media. Even American government is aware of what you are saying now.
Of course.
That Nigeria government said that have destroyed most of our people, most of our boys. I'm telling you people now, which is our brothers and sisters, both those in Biafra, the 40th state or United States of Biafra, every one of you right there, you should trade with caution. That thing that you know how to do, this is time for you to put more effort. But still remember that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is where it is today, is because of me and you. Most of these people that is canvassing, that they are talking against what our brothers and sisters is doing, most of them are being paid by Nigeria government. Most of them are being paid by Nigeria government, but they're not going to come out openly to say that. We are saying this now. The same Olomo that said Biafra people in Lagos State that they should go back to their state. If they didn't want to vote for APC, they should go back to their state. Oluwale Mba is welcoming him in Enugu State. What is that telling you? That is the meeting that they went together. That is the meeting that every one of them into together. The same insecurity that is going on in Anambra State now. The governor of Enugu State welcoming Olomo in Enugu State. They are about to, the same insecurity is about to raise itself in Enugu State. Everybody should trade with caution. And this is time for everybody to know his reign. Stand on that word. That thing that you know how to do. This is time for you to stand on it. Don't poke nose your fellow brother or your fellow sister. Don't leak your secret out. Because if you leak it out, the enemy will going to laugh at you at the end. They're going to laugh at every one of us at the end. This is time for every one of us to join our hands together and focus and fight for what we are looking for. All of us have one direction that every one of us is going to, which is Biafra, nothing else. Don't prognose your fellow brother or your sister. Our sister, Lolo Nneka, every one of us has warned you several times. You should come out from that place you are going to. We're not going to help you. You call yourself a journalist. That you have made a serious investigation. This investigation that you have made, what does those investigations tell you? What and what did he tell you? If you make an investigation, you have to go back to your house and digest it before coming out. Not if you see any of your brother, any of your sister that come out to say a necessary thing that you're going to help every one of us, you come out and can't. You're not going to help you. Please, you come out and counter it. Our brother Gentle have come out, said this is what and what that is going on. You just come out from nowhere to come and counter it. You counter it, where are you going? What are you going to gain from it? What are you going to gain from that counter that you are countering in this point of time? You know the pit that the caliphate have dig for every one of us, most especially the Biafrans. You know the pit that I have dig. Don't use because of peanuts and you are going to lose your line. Don't use because of peanuts. You are going to lose your relevance. Don't use because of peanuts. You are going to lose the whole thing that you have been making for ages. Because if you use because of that peanut, it's going to affect you, affect your children, and affect your generation as well. You are not going to be the only one that is going to suffer for it. We are where we are today. We are where we are staying today is because of by grace of Chukwu Kikabiam. You're not going to take them a few seconds to wipe us away. But because of Chukwu Kikabiam, that is the reason why we are still living today. Look at the whole Middle East. Israel is the smallest country there, but the whole world is fearing them. What is that telling you? This is for you to trade with caution. Please and please, we are begging you now before it will be too late for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. You've spoken well.
Sorry, yeah, are you aware of any new attack in Ebonyi State? Is that true?
Ebonyi State?
Yeah.
When was that? I'm not aware.
Okay, I saw it on this.
It happened day before yesterday. Day before yesterday. That should be on Wednesday.
2 days ago or 3 days ago. Huh?
On Wednesday.
Yeah, that lots of them they were beheaded and kidnapped and stuff like that. I just saw it yesterday. I did not know all this while.
Wow. The one I saw that guy reported, I think that one is in the north. The one I saw on 29th is in the northern part. I don't know. God help us.
Yeah,
God help us. It's just these people are not stopping. These people are not stopping.
So that is why everybody is supposed to get real, get serious, and so that we'll be able to have men on the ground that can go after these Fulani jihadists. You know, everything.
Absolutely, that is the only solution, though.
You know, because
that's self-defense. We must not play with it.
If we play with that, if we don't get on it and deal with it, we're in a big trouble. Trust me. Because, you know, just like this brother now, coaches have just said, I'm sure Lomo and Oluolemba and the rest of them, these are not people we cannot leave the security of our land and our people in their hands, because we know that they are compromised people. They are working with the caliphate, and that is why they are there as governors. We know this. We know all this. Therefore, if you are genuine Biafran, you know, that cares about the land, our ancestral land, and our heritage, and our people back home, it must be a rallying point, you know, a rallying point. We cannot depend on Soludo because they will do what they will do in Anambra. Soludo will overlook it. Soludo will pretend as if he doesn't know that it happened, but he will be talking about Christians, talking about Biafrans, talking about selling other narrative. Meanwhile, the actual thing is happening to the land. So this is something that people must take very seriously. They are not on our side; they are on the side of the enemy. So well, Mazi choose. All right, let's just continue with this. Thank you.
It's so sad, my brother. Just like you said. Instead of paying attention to the genocide that has continued to go on, that has continued to go on against us, paying attention to the enemies, Soludo has devoted all his time in his governorship to fight against his own people. From all his policies to all the direction, it's all devoting time on fighting our people.
Macho, I've never seen Soludo since he's been there. He's finished the first term, he's in the second term. I've never seen him ever come out to condemn Islamic terrorism, the Fulani herdsmen, the marauding of Israel. But we see until many people about Islamic, talk about the Messiah. They will never, when they do, these governors, why is it that they never come out to condemn Fulani herdsmen? They condemn Islamic terrorists. They never do that. Rather, they want to put it on their own people, the people they say they are government. That tells you a lot. That is so. If you are in any doubt that Soludo is on the side of the enemy and not on the side of Biafrans, these are your answers. So we cannot take him lightly. He's somebody we have to keep an eye on him. He's there to destroy, to do damage. Thank you, Brachus.
Thank you so much. When we are saying these things, people will not understand. They think it is a joke. When we complain about these issues, they think it's a joke. Soludo, from the day he entered into that governorship to date, he has never condemned the Fulani terrorism in Biafra land. He has never spoken about it. The kidnapping of the Fulani, he never. The only thing he does is to let the world know that we are our own problem. He will always come to blame his own people. He will tell you that the criminals he has arrested since he became a governor are all Anambarians. The first thing he did was, when he entered, the first thing he was doing is to create division. That was the first mission of Soludo, create division. How was he creating that division? When he catch a criminal in Anambra, they will put a camera interview and they say it's from Enugu State. Every Agboro he catch, any criminal that steal fowl and chicken, he will show them from Enugu State. And you'll be seeing videos coming out every person they catch Enugu State. And people ask, is it only Enugu people that are in Anambra State? That was the first thing Soludo started with. Creating division among the Igbos. He will catch somebody, they will interview them. He say Enugu people, Enugu. At a stage, he began to send Enugu people away from Anambra. As if that was not enough, he now entered into the main mission, castigating our people. That all the people we have arrested in criminality and kidnapping are all Igbos. He didn't stop there. He went to the US to tell them that the people who are committing the Christian genocide are Christians and they are Igbos. Look at their names. May God have mercy. I want us to listen to this very video, because when we are saying all these things and people don't understand, in a time with all this thing that is happening, these people are not stopping. This was a man interviewed in Arise TV, and this guy asked him, do you think that the Northerners can tolerate a Christian candidate? He said, absolutely no. But when they ask him, what about the Christian? Why are you putting Muslim ticket? He said that one cannot be contested, that they have the biggest population.
Mazi,
yes.
Before we move on, I want to just clear up one thing. You see this terrorist, this criminal, Farouk. Do you know that he's a Fulani guy? He said it on this program that he's a Fulani.
He is called Fulani.
And these are people who are not ancestrally, originally Nigerians. They came from Putajelon, but these are the people. These are the people that don't hold our control. That don't they dictate.
And the arrogant and pride is annoying.
It's out of this world. The arrogance of this guy called Farouk is out of this world. For a guy who is not a Nigerian, and they have assumed total authoritarianism in Nigeria. This guy was one of the people that went to meet Barack Obama and tell them to arrest Goodluck Jonathan.
Arrest Goodluck Jonathan in the UK
and
US.
So if you when he opens his mouth, yeah, even the body language, everything that comes out is arrogant that is the level of brazen disregard for anything that my way or the highway. And I watched this program. I saw it yesterday. Even though, they tried, I will say they tried, Rufai and the rest of this guy, but they ought to know that he is also, this Fulani guy is an intelligent guy. So if you're going to get him, if you're really going to have to put him in his place, you have to come up with something superior, something that can counter him. But if you give them ammunition, they will use it on you. So that is what I see from the interview, because I listened to it and I saw some areas where they would have been able to really put him in his place. But he had his way. But let's just watch and I will talk about it. Thank you.
The ANEC chairman presently now, I think they are fighting. Maybe they'll move that man. Because he's a Christian. They are fighting up and down. Made Tinubu move him.
And somebody telling me that Nigeria is a country. Let's hear this.
Asking you, will the North be cool with a Christian ticket?
That the Muslims will be good, would be home with Christian ticket. Well, let's wait until when we get to the bridge to see whether we can cross it.
No, I'm asking that question
Christian, because if you're listen to
me. Based on the North, all right. Based on the North,
based on the North,
would they also be okay?
Based on the North, I know.
With the Christian tickets, yes.
Based on the North, Based on the North, I know the North will not be comfortable with Christian ticket, because if you do that, you are completely alienating the Muslims in the North.
Exactly.
Simple. So that's it.
Yep. Based on you saying that a Christian ticket would alienate the North, using that logic, is that not the same thing you would say that a Muslim ticket would alienate Christian South?
Of course, yes. But then what? Must choose.
I don't think so.
Why?
We're talking about numbers, as I said. We're talking about numbers. In the northern part of this country, there are more Muslims than the Christians.
So no representation.
Simple. So that's it.
No representation.
And in the wisdom, listen, and in what representation?
In terms of fairness
in
governance.
For the people to decide.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I'm saying, it then left for the people to decide. If you feel Muslim ticket, if the people of this country feel so bad about it, so be it. Let them vote for any party of their choice.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know where I said that they gave him the ammunition, which he used, because he's an intelligent. He's been in this Farouk. He's a seasoned politician. He's been on this program, on this agenda for decades. And he knows the agenda they are pursuing. That is Islamization. That's why they removed Jonathan and brought in Buhari, and who, unknowing to them, has destroyed the whole country. Now the center cannot hold anymore. But anyway, they use it to push the agenda with hope that by now everything will be settled. But again, they gave him ammunition, because you cannot ask him if Muslims will be happy or will be okay with a Christian ticket. That's not the issue. If you're able to push Christian ticket, push it. And if the North doesn't accept it, they have to speak up. Then if they're not able to push Muslims, push they did, so okay, and Christian is on you as Christian bodies, those to stand up and resist it and speak up. But if you don't speak up, it's on you. If you know what I mean, Brad Jews, because you have there in that country Christian clergymen GOs and the rest of them, powerful men like Adeboye, like Kumi, like this one who just let Omar Paed, and so many of them, they did nothing. They kept silent. Rather, some of them were encouraging it, collecting money. So if the imam and all these clergy, Muslim clergy, they come out and they threaten fire and brimstone that if you bring Christian, they will bomb, they will do this, they will do that. So I don't know if I'm making sense, Brad Choose.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so he has made it clear that, and also he said when we get to the bridge. Yeah, but first of all, look. This is the nature of the beast. That is nature of human being. People push their interest, they push their agenda. It's on you to stop it or reject it or fight it. So I cannot. That again, I've said it that I don't blame them. Everybody want to load it on others. So if you become a weaker link, it's on you. Whatever happens to you happens to you. You have to stand up and say no. That I will fight. So in Nigeria, you see them all. They go for money. The southern politicians, they all go for money. So, but the Fulani, no matter the amount you give, if you collect it, he will even collect it and still go for what he believes in. But yes. Our people, no. Yeah, but for our people, no. If you give them money and position, they start killing their own people.
Give me 1 minute. I will log it back. Okay, I can see. Yeah, it has a call. So it is so disturbing. Why I play this video is just like my brother Christian was, and I understand what Christian is saying, that it is on us to fight for what we want. It is on the Christians to defend themselves. You don't expect the Muslim to be defending you as a Christian. Everybody is there to defend their own faith, and that was why when he was asked a question about Muslim etiquette, he said there are people in capital ABC that there are people will not be happy with it. That when he was asked about the Christian, it is on you to answer it for yourself. He's not going to answer for you. He's not going to answer for you. And at the same time, claiming of number, that fake number that the British gave them that they are using to manipulate everybody. This number, they talk about number. They don't have the numbers. They do not. They do not have the numbers. The map they draw that they used to make this, it doesn't belong to them. The middle belt today that they drag into the north and make them north, they are not there with them. They're not there with them. The south already is 100% out of whatever nonsense they are talking there. And the middle belt is not with them anymore. So where is this number? They are talking about number. But at the same time, it is on you to fight for yourself. Nobody is going to do it for you if you do not fight your battle. Nobody will fight that battle for you. Nobody anywhere is going to fight the battle. It is you. The battle is on you to fight. The battle is yours to fight. And we must continue to fight this battle and fight it with everything that we have. We have to fight it with everything that we have. Except we don't want to make it. Except we don't want to get through. Except we don't want to have our life back. Because these people will never stop. They will never stop. All they want is to take over our land, to occupy our land, to force themselves on us, and they continue to commit this genocide every time, every day. The only way we can fight them is to stand up to them and say enough is enough. Let us take a short break and we'll come back.
Follow for God, them say Tinubu don't follow for God now. Tinubu don't follow for God now. He want to take it, that's the top of our head. Senate house fall and the criminals, concrete military fall and the terrorists. Injustice on motor shop forget law for inside God. Changaro Republic at the government. Abubakar Malami don't fall for God now. Him and EFCC put leg for shit. Them say Sheikh Kukumi don't fall for God now. Because Donald Trump don't come to Machamo. He go matching Boko boys, matching terrorists. As the government knows the way for kidnapping to stop. I make it don't fall for God now. They make Nigerians see one die for suffer.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience being with us to this program up to this time. We will continue to speak in any way we can, because this time is a time that we must align ourselves together. Nigerian government is bent on terrorizing and taking the life of Biafrans and taking our land. And when we talk about this Nigerian government, you know already that it is the hand of the Fulanis, and Fulanis are the terrorists you have in Nigeria. For the fact that they are in charge, you need to be concerned, and that should be the focus of every Biafran. We need to wake up because so many of our governors are working for them. Soludo is working for the Janjaweed as we speak. Soludo is working for the Janjaweed, and he has concluded in destroying main market. And the Biafran must not allow him to succeed. He must not be allowed to succeed. Because if Soludo succeeds, they are going to overtake our land. You have had intels coming. They have gone to Turkey, and they want to get mercenaries from Turkey and come. Let them come. They will all die in Biafra land. They will all die in Biafra land. Because you can't take our land. And we have nothing to do with Turkey. If there are any people that we have a base in our land, it's the United States and not Turkey. Turkey can never have a base in Biafra land. Never. Because we know what they stand for. These are the same people that are supplying Boko Haram with weapons. All of a sudden, they are entering into bilateral agreement with Nigeria. The only thing that remains now is to end that contraption. End it once and for all to attend to Israel, and it will go somewhere. Biafran politicians did not lose relevance because people hate politics. I want you to understand this. Listen carefully. Biafra politicians did not lose relevance because people hate politics. They lost relevance because Nigerian political structure does not reward integrity. Nigerian political structure does not reward integrity. They always support that which is evil. They always support wickedness. For decades, they campaigned, they negotiated, they compromised. And what changed? The region remained marginalized. Infrastructure collapsed. Security deteriorated and continued to deteriorate up and down. Dignity was traded for access. That is what our politicians have led us into. Nigeria does not reform itself for those it does not respect. They don't respect us. Don't expect any reform to come from anything that bears that name Nigeria to favor you as a Biafran. It will never happen. No reform of Nigeria will favor anybody that is in the old Southeastern region. And that is the painful truth.
Mazu, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Mazu, so, okay, that video of that Farouk, don't finish. So you see, if you look again, you will see that it's tied to the point I've been making to an extent, and that is that in Nigeria, these guys, they've assumed the fact that they are the all and all in Nigeria. Anything Fulani want, Fulani get. Now, if it's obvious that we have Muslim ticket now, but you dare not Christian, no way. They will rain hell from hell. They will can you just try to imagine it?
You won't even dare it.
You won't even dare. Who the heck are you? How does that work? So that's to tell you. That's to really tell you whom they are. So if there was any doubt that these people, they are coming to kill, to destroy, and that is just what they know. And these are not people, and that is why for us as Biafra and Igbo, we must be very resolute in our quest to pull away, because these people, they will never. That supremacy, Islamic supremacy agenda is paramount to them. Nothing comes in between. Nothing, absolutely. And Farouk is just making it clear to Nigerians. That is more or less like, it's up to you. If you lack the cojones to fight, if you don't have the backbone to fight, it's on you, not on me. You know, You were there, you had Muslim ticket, you did nothing. So be it. If you want to have Christian, try it and see what they will do to you. You see the point? So these are not people. See that? So that's why I'm saying that. I don't know this pity party business.
Official report on.
Nobody is going to pity you. If you expect pity, this pity party.
Nobody will pity you.
Because when you see the Rufai Hosseini and all those ones and the rest of them, expecting them to be reasonable, are you mad? These people don't care. They'll be logical. They are not logical people. They are not ready to reason. For them is to bulldoze. They are ready to bulldoze you. So if you continue to expect
they will dare you they will dare you to do the same if you have the strength to do it.
Of course, they will dare you. They will dare you. So for us, what we are speaking now is general. We are speaking generally, okay? But for us as Igbo, this we must keep at the back of our mind that we cannot take that risk. We just cannot make that mistake. Anybody coming with Igbo Muslim or Igbo Fulani, whatever, you have to go that. That is allegation. Because if we fail, if we take it for granted, if we become nonchalant, we will pay a price. We see how Nigerians are paying the price. The man is telling you that it's up to you. Invariably, that's what he's saying. It's up to you. The Christians, if you think that we're just going to give it to you on the platter, no way. We are out to do a thing, and we do it. If you cannot stop us, we keep going. So this is the thing. It's a food for thought. Our people must wake up, and that's why I like what Gento was trying to hint the other day. Even though, like you say, we don't have to, but because they are our food soldiers, but quite all right. But it's important that every Biafra must keep that at the back of their mind that they are coming to bulldoze their way. They are not out to be reasonable with you. They are not logical people. If you show weakness, they take advantage of it and they just crush you. That guy is a bully. That Farouk you are seeing there, number one bully. When you say
bully.
Hey, as you see happen, so you don't give a damn. And they've seen weaklings, politicians in the South who are all corrupt. All what they care about is money and position.
I have never seen any politician in the South that can speak boldly. And
apart from Otom, like Otom that time, yeah.
Exactly. Only Otom in the entire Nigeria since I was born, I have never seen somebody who could be in the government and speak the way Otom was speaking.
Yeah, only Otom. Now, but you will not see
not anyone, not a governor or not a senator that speaks
nobody
and challenges the authority directly and call them by their names.
Nobody, only Otom. No, but you see that you will not see a governor in the entire Biafra who will stand up, even when their people are being massacred, either in Ebonyi or Enugu or whatever. They will come out and call it for what it is. They lack that because why? They put them there to do a job for them. So this thing when we talk, some people would say maybe we are wasting time or we're with a rambling, blah blah blah. But we are just speaking. So this whole thing, when we talk, every time we dedicate time to speak, you must listen and you must put it into your mind that this is what is going to happen, and it's happening. It's happening as we say. Now we've just raised the issue of this Turkish agreement that Tinubu went and signed. He was cajoled to go and do it, but by the caliphate. And that you can believe me when I tell you that the Turkish military or mercenary, they are not coming to fight the terrorists like the Americans are doing. No, they are not coming to do that. Because for them, for the Turkish and their soldiers, they see those terrorists as part of them to push the agenda of Islamizing Nigeria. So we have to wake up. This is not the time to sleep. What do you, my brother? Thank you so much.
I don't know why somebody will be expecting someone to explain to him what just happened. I don't know why any sensible person, a Christian, Igbo man, a Biafran, we still expect somebody to go and explain to him. A time when you see the strongest nation in the world coming out to help a government that claims they want to fight against terrorism.
Yeah.
After many decades. The strongest nation in the world came out and want to enter into a talk with you to end the terrorism. And what did you do? You turn around and you went and begin to sign deal with a country that have been indicted in sponsorship of terrorism.
Yeah.
What else do you want to? When we come online and we say that Nigerian government is a terrorist government, when Canadian court tell you that people who are in charge of Nigerian government are terrorists,
Yeah.
what else do you need to confirm that?
Yeah.
What else do you need to confirm that? If you are in Nigeria today, a Christian, and you are not worried, and do you think that Tinubu going to Turkey is a coincidence after Shegumi have named Turkey as a top place he should go?
Yeah.
You think it's a coincidence? Gumi, that Saudi Arabia did not allow him to step foot into their land, was the one that prescribed a place that your president should go and sign military deal. My brother, I see a battle coming up because I know that US is not backing down in this Christian issue. US is going to defend Biafra, and that battle is going to be hold in that zoo. A battle is going to be fought in that zoo.
Yeah, it's what they ask for it, because I foresee the zoo. I foresee the zoo becoming a battleground.
That is what it is already. That is what Tinubu is going to make it.
Yeah, for some geopolitical tussle. I foresee that happening very, very soon. So
very soon.
Brace yourself. We need to guide and protect our men, the Potozo and the Gentile, and we need them more than any time before, because the battleground has shifted. I just hope, I don't know, I'm trying to see deep into what is going on in terms of the US possibly taking on Iran. I hope that can be either delayed or dealt with in another form, right? So that Nigeria, for me, is the most pressing. Why? Because, well, stuff like that. Well, personally, I will not like a distraction. Sort of my agenda, my hope is that the issue of Nigeria get dealt with now, not tomorrow. Dealt with now, because the terrorist Nigerian government, they are bringing in Turkey to come and counter the effort of the United States in dealing with the terrorists that has taken over the country. So obviously, the agenda is very pronounced. You can clearly see it. Even if you are blind, you can feel it, that the agenda of Islamizing Nigeria is in the open now, very much so. Because that is what they did in Turkey, that Turkey today become Islamic country, while they slowly but surely eliminate the Christians. So that's what Oduwa, the Turkish president, that is what he's pushing, because he's a hardcore jihadist. And in every secular state, especially in Africa, is pushing for that secular state to become Islamic country. So something is going to happen, and we need our people to wake up to the reality of the time we live in. The country, this Tinubu government from Buhari, they have turned Nigeria into a battleground, and Diego, my brother.
It is really, really disturbing. There is going to be a battle on that very land. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about Nigeria becoming worse than Somalia, that prophecy is fast coming, and I see that happening clearly, the way everybody will understand it.
Yeah.
There is a battle that is going to... This thing you see them doing is preparation for battle. And it is not a coincidence. You saw Shegumi went to Turkey.
Yeah.
After going to Turkey to discuss and whatever, he came back and prescribed Turkey for Tinubu. Tinubu now went to Turkey and signed different kinds of documents in a very laudable ceremonial whatever.
Yeah.
And they cemented their ground in Turkey. But only a madman will confront, only a madman who doesn't know who is senior. Only one person in the day you could say, you don't know who senior you.
And Malchus, this very early morning, I was talking to my senior sister, and it was basically on this center because she's a businesswoman, and she was telling me about the introduction of Islamic finance project they are pushing into the economy.
Is that that video I played the other day?
Okay, because what happened is that this agenda of Islamization of entire Nigeria, it comes in a multiple front. They apply
multiple front, and they are coming fast as they can.
Yeah, they are coming through finance. They are using financing. They are coming through economic financing. They are coming through military. They are coming through terrorism, through legislative arms, and so many ways. So that's to tell you how deep and how very serious they mean it and how far they've come. So she was telling me that the bank who is trying to finance project and business people with zero interest rate, but that all that is geared towards luring people into Islamism. Because if you are not a Muslim, you will not be a beneficiary of it. This is what she was telling me this morning. She's in Lagos. She was telling me this morning that if you are not a Muslim, you will not be a beneficiary. Now, we're giving
that girl explained in that video I played the other day. Exactly what you're saying.
Okay, all right. So given the harsh economic reality in the country, so you can see how that can be tempting, right? That can be very tempting. That people will, not all, but lots of people will want to say, what the heck? I just say, yeah, convert, you are Muslim, then you get the money, whatever amount they give you, 20,000, whatever amount, or 1 million, you go into business with zero interest to the bank, so that when you make interest, you can only, at the end of the year, whatever interest you make, you will share it with the. I don't know. There's a way she's trying to explain it, but it's very tempting. It's very luring, and it's going to lure. So you see how much effort they're making, and it's the only solution we have is that one, we have to support our men on the ground because they are coming again through other means, trying to lure our young ones into becoming a majority. All these things are part of it. They are all coming together. So our men should...
My brother Christian, do you see where I get so disturbed? Do you know that in these things we are talking every day we are preaching, we are coming out? Have you sat and think, what are the Christians in Nigeria, Christian bodies in Nigeria doing? They are doing absolutely nothing.
Even Khan is silent.
The 10 richest pastors, among the 10 richest pastors we have in the world, 5 of them are Nigerians.
Yeah.
Among the richest pastors in the world, 5 are Nigerians. Among the mega churches, 5 of them are also in Nigeria.
Yeah.
This very project, are you telling me that they don't know about it?
They know.
This Islamization agenda. Is somebody going to convince me that they're not aware of it? What are they saying about it? Even the Christian Association of Nigeria, what is their own plan? What plan are they making to counter this very Islamization agenda? Nothing whatsoever.
Yeah.
They are not doing it
individually. All they care.
They are not doing it collectively as a Christian Association of Nigeria. They are not doing it together as a Pentecostal Association of Nigeria. Nothing at all. Nothing. They just sit back. It is about money, money, money. If it was talk about tithe now, every one of them will stand up and begin to preach.
Yeah. Buying private jets.
That concerns their faith. Yeah. Something that is taking the life of everybody that they are duping.
Exactly. The other day, I had Chris Oyakilome, that one, money, all about money, saying that, so if they want to distract you, just to bamboozle you with lies, they begin to tell you that it's all about the kingdom of God, not the kingdom on earth. So that in other words, don't even bother about what the terrorist Muslims, Islamists are doing, that you should focus on the kingdom. You see what I mean?
If it's not about, let him go and preach. If he's not afraid of, it's not about the word. This kingdom of heaven where they talk, to go there, they're very easy. Go to Sabisa Forest and convert them. If you come back, you come back, we thank God. If you don't come back, kingdom of heaven, you enter them direct, express.
Straight away, without wasting time.
Why is still here? If they preach kingdom of heaven, wait there for your palm, wait there for your palm. See they here,
Okay.
Why not go to Sambisa Forest?
Okay. The kingdom where you know, you never talk about, and the one where you know see.
Where you know, where you know even they need to go.
Yeah. Yeah. So you see that there's problem there. Yeah, all of them. All of them.
That is the most disturbing thing. Look at this this issue where they're talking about. If not for the agitators, if not for the cry of the agitators for a long time,
forget it. It is, yeah.
There is not. Everything is done. It's signed and sealed.
Completely.
It is even the strength of the agitators is what gave the Christian people in the north the nerves to speak out and voice out, record and talk, even in the face of death. They are speaking.
That is what provoked reaction, including international reaction. And that is why when they look the likes of Nnamdi Kanu, they are so bitter. These criminals, Tinubu and his Yoruba government, they are so bitter that the agenda is not quite working out because he was the one who spearheaded it. He shout and preach day and night, So if not for the agitators, forget the politicians in in the South, forget the Christian bodies, the Khan and the rest of them, they are all bought and sold for criminals.
Criminals, all of them. Criminals. I have in all this battle, the people that are even fighting for Christians are Christians in the United States, other people in other countries.
Exactly.
Pastors and organizations, other organizations are speaking out. But the Christian organizations in Nigeria, no single one of them is even speaking about this Islamization.
Mazi, choose. Are you sure? Are you sure that all these, both the big pastors in Nigeria here, most of them that are not saying anything, are you sure they are not in secret society? That's why they are not saying anything.
It could be possible. It's possible. Yeah.
Because I didn't see the reason why they are clean people. They are clean the people that you say you are protecting, you are preaching to, which is the people that is giving you tithe and offering, and you are not saying anything about it. Yeah?
Because Mazi, you see, when this Farouk came out, people don't read meaning into words. It was a challenge, indirect challenge. Mazi, choose on my voice now, it was a challenge, but in a very subtle way. But because the people are so docile, they don't even know when their eyes is being poked. He said invariably, that I'm not quoting him verbatim, but this is just what he was saying indirectly. That we have Muslims. If you want Muslim, go ahead and see how it works out for you. And if we have Muslim, it's a challenge, bro. It's challenging you, challenging people. It comes in different forms too, So a very docile and cowardly bunch of people, they sit down and they consume everything, they let it, and they don't even know what is going on. That is telling you that, it's up to you. If you want to resist it, if you want to challenge Muslim, if you don't, we move ahead. And that's what happened. Because they were all there when they bring in this Muslim, and went even to the extent of hiring fake bishops. You know what I mean? And they didn't do nothing. Can you imagine if it was Christians going to use fake imams, right? To do that. They will say you committed sacrilege against Muhammad. They will start destroying it.
If any Christian candidate do that, they will never allow you to contest. That is the end.
Exactly. And the Nigerian Supreme Court and the rest of the court, they will be on the side of so it's very obvious. If you are being enslaved, you are in slavery, you are in bondage, and you are not willing to fight to get yourself out of it, well, then you deserve to remain there. It's as simple as that. Is exactly what's happening in Nigeria from day one till this day. They fold their hand, they cower in, they give in, they give up. The Fulani have their way throughout. People who are not even Nigerians. Everyone know the history of this guy coming from Futajelon to take over. They finish the houses. Look at this guy. When he speak, this Farouk, he will speak for the North. but it's not even. It's not. But how about the Hausa people who are the indigenous people there? They silence them all. They speak on their behalf. And they will not have an Hausa person who represent the Hausa people. They represent Hausa people. Can you imagine? They speak for them. The imams and all these governors it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. How do you go?
It is so disturbing, my brother. It's so sometimes when I think about this zoological republic, and more especially the way our people are responding to issues, I get so worried. These people that claim to be Christian. This is why you see some people, when you talk about Christianity, they tell you go and sit down, you don't know what you're talking about. That is why some people don't want to hear anything about Christian. When you talk, they don't want to hear anything about it.
Yeah.
Because of the attitude of these people that claim to be Christians.
Yeah.
Because of their attitude.
Yeah.
Christianity does not mean stupidity. It does not mean stupidity, but when you look at their attitude, these people that claim to be, most of them are very, very idiotic in their behaviors and attitude.
Very, very idiotic.
Very, very idiotic the way they behave.
Yeah. Yeah.
More especially those that claim to be their leaders, those leaders.
Yeah, idiots.
Very dirty attitude.
They want God to come down from heaven. And
where they are supposed to apply common sense and practicality, they will never do it.
Yeah.
They will never do it. You see, leaving the responsibility for God, something that God have done for you already.
Yeah.
Something that is not a miracle. That is what something that is not a miracle, they call it a miracle.
Exactly.
Some of them will come and tell you that sleeping and waking up is even a miracle.
Yeah. That's how they start there.
It says that you sleep and wake up is a miracle. Even a madman sleeps and wake up. Even a murderer sleeps and wake up. Many people sleep and wake up.
Yeah. Obadiah Malafia was telling them, let's mobilize. Let's come together. Let's do this. Let's do that. They didn't listen. They just, left him like a lone ranger, and the Fulani came there, the terrorists, the jihadists, and they took his life. And that ends it. He's silent there.
Nobody talked about it. Nobody even celebrated him. Nobody even remembered him today.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he knows that even that Nigeria is have more Christians than Muslims, but they've been able to push that wrong narrative, and people just run with it. In the entire Middle Belt, they are Christians, 90%, 80-something%, all the states, the Middle Belt, 80%, 90%. So how is it possible that Nigeria have more Muslims? But that is the narrative out there than Christians.
Just like that arrogant idiot now that was talking about numbers. They don't even have the number. It is the British manipulation that made people begin to believe that they don't have the numbers.
They don't have it. Absolutely no. They don't have it.
The Middle Belt is no longer with them. Middle Belt and their own. They no longer belong to the North.
100%. 100%. So where is the number? Middle Belt, they don't have them. Where is the number? But he continued to push the narrative.
This is where the British created the monster. They even drew a fake map they drew and gave them 75% of the land mass and say it is not.
Yeah.
So many of us that have traveled in the north. When you go to the northern part of Nigeria, if you travel to north by train, I am telling you, when I traveled to the north by train in the 80s, by train, all these places they are calling as a local government. If you go there, some of them is only three huts you will see. 4 huts.
Yeah, that is a fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
Where is
the number?
Here, you run about 2 kilometers of this thing because you see another building.
Before you see another one. Exactly. So where is the number?
Where is the number?
Yeah.
Only in Nigeria that you hear that the savannah area is low populated than the desert, complete desert. It never happened. Yeah.
Abnormality.
And
never
the
happened.
People
never.
Accept it. They accept. Nobody challenges it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is the worst of it. Even people that claim to be intellectuals, this idiot of Farouk will come and face them on national TV and they can't even ask him questions.
Exactly. You see the point?
They can't even ask. They are so scared. When they see a funny man on stage, that Aerofile will come to this studio now and be telling all kinds of lies, giving all some forms of fake figure. They can't even challenge him. This Farouk,
Do you know that?
Give wrong information. They can't challenge. But if somebody from Southeast enter here now,
oh, yeah.
But when they see mass prayer or any of our brother now, they will be asking question that is relevant.
This Farouk, Massachusetts, this Farouk and the rest of them, they are complaining that Christians, that the people from Middle Belt or the Biafrans, that they go to complain to United States, and the United States is coming in to do this, to do that. But that same Farouk will be there. Nobody will ask him, you are the one of the people who went to America to bring Obama, you know, to come and interfere and remove a city. You know what I mean? But they will not, nobody will
on video doing that. This will not be said and say.
Not be said and say he was on video doing it, and they cannot hold him and say, why the hypocrisy? This is what you people do to another person, and someone is doing it to you, you're complaining. They will not say that because they are all scared. Cowards. Yeah.
Look at this video I put here now. This one is the Nigerian government, Nigerian military coming out to debunk. They say that the video of Gentle, that is AI.
Imagine,
that the video of Gentle is AI. Let us hear him.
People everywhere.
Official report on the existence of that video. However, what I can say is that in this current dispensation of AI, artificial intelligence, it is possible to create anything just to destabilize and cause panic within the society. Notwithstanding, as you said now, we will initiate necessary action with the relevant security agencies to confirm if it is true that he's back. And then necessary action will be taken to contain any individual or group that seeks to threaten our security and safety. Thank you.
Imagine.
Can you imagine that? Yeah. So man, and so you see the people now, but the Islamic terrorists, the Boko Haram that has destroyed the entire north and continue to hold sway, they will not go and face it. They won't. It doesn't worry them. The ones who are trying to protect their land from the terrorists is the one that is saying that they have to go, if they confirm it, to go and face. So what more evidence does one need to know that Nigerian government is a terrorist one? They are the one, so they are together working hand in hand with the Islamic terrorists. That's a fact. You know, that's just a fact. People are, so why are they not in support of the local vigilantes, people who stand up to defend their land, defend their people? Because that is what our boys are doing.
Yes.
So stop these Fulani Marudas who have taken over the bushes and forests. Why are they going after the people? So, but in the north, Tuji Bello is still walking around free. That doesn't disturb them. We saw them on motorbike convoy. They go everywhere. It's incredible, absolutely. So this is what the Nigerian military, this is what concerns them, to come and give press statement. Gentle. Hey, Mazi, audio.
It is so sad and disturbing. And if you are a Biafran and you have not just waken up, that is why when I see what Soludo is doing, we must resist Soludo with every single thing that we have. Because Soludo is an agent of the caliphate. There is no doubt whatsoever. Just when people thought that they have had some little peace, Soludo decided to create chaos.
Yeah.
Decided to create chaos, preparing ground. For the next thing he will do now is to call on the military of Nigeria to come and begin to take people life.
Exactly. That is his game plan. That is his game plan. Yeah.
The next thing you will hear is another Python dance. You will see they will name another operation in Anambra State.
Yeah. Soludo, agent of the caliphate.
It is clear than ever. Even if people are confused before, by now, nobody should be confused about the position of Soludo and people who are bankrolling him.
Yeah.
These are a bunch of idiots. That is why I say if you are a politician, more especially Biafran politician, these people, whether your brother, your sister, your mother, stay distant from them. These people are agents of darkness.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. I don't exempt anyone. Every one of them. Anyone that has not shown his color is because his own turn has not reached.
Soludo have taken over from Hope Uzodinma.
He is going to beat the record of Hope Uzodinma myself. Watch out. This thing he put out now, the next thing he's going to do is to invite military. You will see. You will see what will happen in Anambra State. Because I know that Anambarians will not allow this idiot to go scot-free. They will not allow him to go scot-free. Let us look into some of these updates in their media. This one say they put her at gunpoint. Bobby Wine accuses Museveni's son of ordering assault on wife. Home occupation. That is Nigeria. That is Africa for you. They will always do their own. This was a breaking. Appeal court uphold death sentence of 5 convicted in 2018 of a bank robbery. Bank robbery. That is the time of Muhammad Buhari and APC Wahala still brings APC talks, political talks. And then now they are facing death penalty. Mad people everywhere. Constitution doesn't give President Tinubu power to authorize U.S. strike in Nigeria, says Senator Ningi. I watched this man program. I was so laughing. I say these people, this Janjaweed, they are ready in all front. These people are ready in all front. It is only we the people, we the Christians that are not, and more especially the Igbos. They are the most useless group. Igbo politicians are the most useless people that are not prepared for anything. They are not prepared. But the Fulani, in every position where they are very, very, very strong, pushing their agenda. Look at this idiot. Attacking the strike by the United States of America, trying to tarnish it. I trust Trump now. I thank God that we have a world police. I thank God. If we didn't have a world police like the United States under Trump today, I don't know what would have been our fate. I don't know what would have been our fate. So sad. This one say Idris Abdulkarim Facebook, Instagram account deactivated hours after releasing Fela Urumole. Attack everywhere I go this here. That's Nigeria for you. Disengaged employees of state-owned Niger Food allege months of unpaid salary after abrupt layoff. That is what you see in Nigeria. That's what you see. Police arrest pastor for allegedly hiring cult members to kill rival prophets in Bayelsa. No be small thing though. That is what they can do. Pastor go arrange cultists, make them go take the life of another pastor just to promote his own stupidity and foolish agenda. Nonsense. They here now they talk about the Islamization of Nigeria. You can't even talk about it. Turaki-led PDP faction heads to appeal court after court ruling nullifies Ibadan Convention. Mad people. We are being denied education because of where we were born. Children locked out of school for months over insecurity. That is Nigeria for you. That's Nigeria for you. Government attack Ebonyi community, behead several, kidnap many, burn homes. This is that Ebonyi attack. This is the Ebonyi attack we are talking about. God have mercy. God have mercy. Even with the US should not stop wasting time. They should go ahead and take action. These people, we are going to finish people. Nasarawa spent 2.2 billion on generator fuel in 2025, while residents struggle for clean water. That is Nigeria for you. That's Nigeria for you. How Nigerian pension reformer bought US and UAE properties before money laundering conviction. So, how Chinese-led firm Local Fixer defrauded concessionaire through airport display contracts. Never see anything. That's what you see in the zoo, fraud everywhere. Ondo government reject claims that Eba Oil Island belongs to Ogun State, urges calm among residents. And they fight for oil. I never see anything. Corpses of Kaduna-based woman driver found in Kogi forest despite 3.5 million ransom payments. Just imagine. After the woman, the family don't pay money, 3.5 million. They still murder the woman. Kaduna-based woman, driver found in Kogi forest despite 3.5 million ransom. That is Nigeria. Bad news everywhere. Bandit refused to release 9 Kaduna villagers after 30 million ransom payments. Demand fresh 20 million. You can imagine. They pay 30 million. Instead of releasing the people, they refuse to release them and they demand more. In a country that they say they are sovereign.
They are preparing seriously.
In a country that they say they have sovereignty. Imagine, but they collect the money, they pay the ransom, they know and they demand for more.
They are preparing seriously because this deal where they go sign now, they are gathering the money they are going to go and use to secure more ammunition now. And focus and channel their movement in Biafra land. But God passed all of them.
Only God will save them all.
They should just remember that word that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell them. They are going to see you people going, but you people we are not going to see them when they are coming back because the land will go to swallow them.
The land will swallow them, definitely. Definitely. AAC party condemns Osun Assembly for budgeting 1.3 billion for travel, 700 million for sitting allowance. Not people. That's Nigeria for you. I kept documents to prove my innocence in Nigeria, but now nowhere to be found. The Zani tells UK court. Nigeria for you now. Keep documents. They go steal and sell. As you talk, I'm saying, even if they never take them, they will go take them to make sure you don't prove you're innocent. Terrorists led by notorious kingpin Jambros abducts 20 in Zamfara community. Imagine. Every day, abduction. Every day, everything looks good. Even the thing don't be, it can't be like say after the US attack, the kidnapping can increase. The kidnapping can increase to the highest level. South Africa ordered Israeli ambassador out of country, cites threats to sovereignty. Good for now. World rap man alleges repeated police harassment during run. Threats for holding Nigerian flag. They hold Nigerian flag. You never see anything. They never cut your hair. People will hold Nigerian flag for toll gate. They don't shoot them. You don't like your life now. I make you the whole Nigerian flag. Osun local government found court order arrest of UBA senior executive over unauthorized account. Everything about you is fraud. National security reflecting on Matasine Bolum Kutu and Boko Haram uprising by Samuel Urawan. We know them, Matasine and Boko Haram, we know. Pointing the same people, not the same people, we know them. Civil society labor mobilized to Osun for protest against APC occupation of LGA Council. Mad people. Israel expels South African senior representative in retaliation, vows additional steps. Okay, it is you expel them, they will just leave you. Mad people. You never see anything. Kaduna community with 10,000 residents at risk as healthcare center lies in ruin. That is Nigeria for you. That is Nigeria for you. Nigeria Aviation Authority, NCAA, orders all airlines to make provision for persons with special needs. They don't know that one is important. Rivers Police Command confirm alarming rate of extortion by fake policemen for Rivers State. We never see anything. Now Nigeria now, sovereign people will get sovereign state. Fake police, fully everything in Nigeria. Even the country are fake. So why are you surprised when you see fake police? Why would you be surprised? Amnesty International condemn protests, massacre by Iranian authorities, urges global action. So after talk, go sleep. IPOB declares Southeast shut down on Monday over Onitsha market closure, demands Nnamdi Kanu release. This is the time now. The original Powerful is now there. I said it on my program that day. That when I talk about Powerful, that time that office was being held by another criminal. Now the person that is there now is now doing what he's supposed to do. They could see what they want to do. Mad people everywhere. We won't stop sitting at home. Family lament IGP Obotokun allegedly ignore PSC directive to probe killings of NAF cadet officer since 2024. Senate targeted March 17 for passage of Nigeria 58.47 trillion budget. Scheduled public hearing. Mad people everywhere. Did they call money? Money where they go thief share among themselves. How Ellen Deputy Governor absence fueled 1 billion bogus consultancy scandal in Taraba. Woman project. Thief, right, left, and center. All thief people. Government of thief. Water shortage sources alleges 70% of Usuma Dam supply diverted to Minister Wike's Ushafa farm named after his son. Nigeria. Done. Sorry. Nigerian police arrest a man, 3 others in Osun over worshippers' death. I never see anything. Popular Canadian actress Catherine O'Hara dies at 71. EFCC witness says 2.045 million cash property. Title document recovered from a Mefele. 2 farmers killed. Corpses set ablaze in Niger State community. Violence over land dispute. So, Canadian man pleads guilty in US to sexually exploiting over 100 children online. Man, people everywhere. US African Foundation Director charges with receiving contractors kickback. Agrees to plead guilty. Corruption everywhere. Mad people. Nigerian police keep mum over inspector arrested by military authorities for alleged coup plot. Never serious. Another army general commanding officer arrested by military over alleged coup plot against Tinubu. Okay, when I see the arrest, but before when I say coup, no day now, when I say no coup, we are still arresting. Controversy trail killing of vigilantes leader in Delta as residents accuse police DPO of connivance. It's not accused. It's not accused. This one is a fact. That's what they do. When they see that you have a genuine vigilante, if you come out genuinely to defend your people, they go murder you. That one is certain. They go murder you. You can't survive it. You can't survive it. Nigerian procurement crisis is not about bad law by Odere. That is it. Bad news everywhere. Rivers government stopped Minister Wike pro-Tinubu group from using Yakubu Gowon Stadium. Mad people everywhere. Look at the idiot. Minister Wike dares Rivers government over access to Yakubu Gowon Stadium. Imagine. Firefighters withdraw from Mina petrol laden tanker fire. Cite lack of adequate water. That's Nigeria for you. Fire. Where they get water? Common water to quench fire. They don't get. Nigeria and US reportedly go into hiding as ICE raid intensify. Claim lives. Imo community under reign of terror. Imo community under reign of terror as vigilantes boss Mwabanta allegedly killed 2. You can imagine. You can imagine. Innocent people, vigilante, who goes on the more vigilante, take the life of innocent people, you know, okay. CP under fire for premeditated brutality against Soweto others during civil protests. Now talk, now nothing will be done to him. U.S. Justice Department publishes millions of Epstein files revealing emails with global elites. Bandit attacks Zamfara community, burn 4 villagers to death over refusal to pay illegal levies. You can imagine. Their boldness that when they give you levy, you don't pay, they go burn your house. They go take the person, they go buy the person, still burn the person's house. If you don't agree pay the bandit, they go buy you, take your house. In a country they call a sovereign state. Sorry. PDP state chairman back Kabiru to Raki. Leadership amid Ibadan court judgment. Mad people everywhere. Niger tanker fire controller says road construction limited equipment slowed fighters response. Excuse, you are full of excuses now. You always give excuse. IG orders probe of alleged attempted murder at FMC Abeokuta as nurses forum demand justice. That is what Nigeria is full of bad news. You can never, ever, ever hear a good news. Whenever you go into their news, it is filled up with bad news. And the earlier everyone that is indigenous in that place begin to look for a way out, the better for everybody. If you think anything is going to be good for you tomorrow, sorry to disappoint you. Nothing will be better. It will be worse every day. Right lawyer Obasi sues Anambra government police over Onitsha market shutdown. Seek 2 billion damages. 2 billion, this small now. 2 billion, they get small. Everybody should sue him. They should sue Anambra state government. Suludo. More people should sue him. Right lawyer Obasi sues Anambra government, police over Onitsha market shutdown. Seek 2 billion. Everybody should join the suit. Mad people everywhere. Yes. Army confirmed top ISWAP commander killed in Borno throughout multiple terror attacks. Nonsense and ingredient. After they've taken out many of you, which we saw the video. Mad people everywhere. U.S. issues travel ban advisory on Niger Republic over terrorism, order its citizens to leave. That is all we have for today on their bad news on the Zoological Republic media. And we're going to be rounding up on that. So my brother, Coach Hughes, go ahead. Coach Hughes, go ahead, give us your closing remark as we close the program. Coach Hughes, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Mazi Nnamdi.
Hello, my brother.
Yes, Biafra, a lot has been said, and we have been seeing it with our own eyes. And everything that we have been saying, 99% of it is happening in our own eyes now. Because our leader has even said a lot before he went in. And this is time for every one of us supposed to be in unity. Because that unity That is what we're going to save us. Being that unit is not until all of us come to one umbrella to come and stay. That is when we are going to realize we're in unit. That unity that we're talking about can come in many ways.
Definitely.
And that unit as well can come in many ways by that thing that you have been doing. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is here with us, this is time for you to put more effort. Our leader has said it before going in. He has said it before going in. If anything that you know that you are going to do for Biafra to come, and you should go ahead and do it. We know, we Biafrans, we are not the kind of people that are going to push anyhow, because everybody is going to like to stand on his ground. Everybody like to stand on his ground. The only person that can come out now that are going to unite every one of us, I know. And even one of us out there, no. Even our Prime Minister come out today, they are going to see some people that are going to say he's not doing it well.
Of course.
But you know that once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out, you're going to unite both Mokeke Mokafo.
Yes.
Every one of us, you're going to unite every one of us. That's the reason why every one of us, that particular thing that you are doing, that you know that is the right thing, and you know that you are not working hand to hand with the caliphate to kill your own brother or to kill your own sister or to sabotage your fellow Biafrans, go ahead and be doing it, because this is the time. This is that time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talk about. And still remember, Biafra Liberation Army, which is comprises of Gentle the Yahoo and others liberation that is in the ground. That thing that Mazi Simon Ekpa talk about, this is time for you to put more effort. That you should not allow Nigerian military, the terrorists in uniform, to breathe in Biafra land. Because if you see what is going on now, that the same terrorists in uniform, the Janjaweed have seen that you people are doing the needful. For them to come in this moment, that's the reason why they are trying to use Soludo and Mba and Hope Uzodinma, and the one that call himself the governor of Ebonyi State. Every one of us see what they have seen, the handwrite on the wall. And for people to stop it is that unit. Most especially you men on the ground, both USB military and the Biafra Liberation Army. Every one of you should be in unity. You people know on yourself. It's not everything that we're going to say in social media. You people know on yourself. This is time for you people to work hand to hand. Work hand to hand. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it. Everybody should be in unity. And the unity is going to start from you people on the ground. Forget about us as you are on social media that are saying what you are saying. Just forget about us. The unity is supposed to be within you people. Because Azota and Azowuti. Yes. If you people is in unity, automatically, if you people is in unity, automatically we that you are on social media, most especially those in diaspora, they are doing the needful. Because if they are not doing the needful, United States, you're not going to say what they are saying in this point of time. And you people also staying because they are doing the needful. That is the reason why the state of Georgia come out openly to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu citizenship. It's because they are doing the needful. You should not allow the politics in the social media come into your midst. You people on the ground, you should not allow it. And if that politics come into your midst, the Southeast governors and the Southeast politicians, they're going to take advantage of that by bringing all these Turkish and Janja wait into Biafra land. This is time for every one of you to do the needful. Every one of you, don't allow the politics in social media coming to you people. But what is going on now is because the word of Mazi Simon Ekpa, you people have made that mistake in the first place. And some of our brothers and sisters has also made that mistake in the first place when he said nobody should contact men on the ground. And they went ahead to do that. That reason why all this thing is going on now. God have taken control for everything. And you people should do the needful. Thank you and remain blessed. Thank you, Mazi. Choose.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that wonderful speech. I appreciate you so much. It is not easy making all those sacrifices, coming out every day to speak your mind and encourage Biafrans, encourage everybody. I appreciate you so much, my brother. May you go gather and continue to guide, protect you, and secure you. So I also thank Biafrans across the world, wherever you are. I also appreciate my brother Christian. I know Duty have called and he left. I appreciate him also. I appreciate everyone that is joining us on this program, mainly people that are joining us from Biafra land. I appreciate every one of you, and I pray that you will guide and protect you. And I pray for all our leaders, all the leaders of this very struggle, more especially Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa attention. May you guide them and guide them, protect them, secure them, give them more wisdom, give them more knowledge, give them more understanding, protect them, give them good health. Bring them their freedom and let them meet us very, very soon. We hope to see them as soon as possible. We pray that Chukwu will give us victory in this battle. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafra shall prosper. And no weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders shall prosper. Thank you so much for being in this program. Hope to see you again later in the day. I'm going to come back for the evening program, share the program, and also touch the notification bell so that when we come in the new program, if you have time, you can join us. Thank you so much and stay blessed. Have a very wonderful weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.
Follow for Gotao. Them say Tinibu don't follow for Gotao. Tinibu don't follow for Gotao. They want to take it tax to chop off our head. Senate house fall and the criminals, country military fall and the terrorists, injustice, Omotosha forget law for inside court, Changaro Republic at the government, Abubakar Malami don't fall for Gotao, him and EFCC put leg for shit, them say Sheikh Kukumi don't fall for Gotao, because Donald Trump don't come to Machamo, he go matching Boko Boys, matching terrorists, as the government knows a big way for kidnapping to stop. I make it don't fall for Gotao, they make Nigerians see one die for suffer.
The very oldest language on the face of this very earth. Chiko Bikabia Mapuni, Chineke, and Son of the Wena Usala, Nina in a Cosa House of Yanina Jama, and Yana Farusi, Obanana, all behind them, and then saw Brianna Pusella, no one and you were not young. Because you will make a difference with your source and you will not do
But you know what? They would like you to believe that America is the cause of it. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out, which is not possible. I have come. Look with you. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what I'm going to do in 5 years to come. Thank you.